we begin with people cracking their knuckles, asking why we have notes on Quake.
Boom! Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah! Like every beautiful intro that we have. My God.
Including the one that just was played.
Including the one that was just played. Big shout out to Crone at the beginning of this, who actually did the intro videos and has done all the intro videos for everything that's coming up this week, so...
Thank you!
Props
You
out to
are
him.
welcome.
Top chef.
I guess we better start off with welcome everybody to our somewhat overly bright Twitch channel. Now you're here with your toes and our somewhat piss warm water. I guess we better say who we are. We're the Bloodthirsty Puppets. I am Blood Puppets. I don't honestly know how this campaign came to be in any way, shape or form, but here we are. We are doing Friday Night Spiced, which is our spice system in our setting of Spaced. Woo! The campaign we're running today is called Only Fools and Snoots, and it's our very first session actually playing the game rather than a random mouse session 0, which kind of got like, oh, by the way, let's stream this too. Okay, cool. And that's who we are. So let's start on my left, introducing you all and your character.
Hey, I'm Thirsty, and tonight I shall be playing the wonderful snoot handler Zarby, otherwise known as Snake Eyes. He's fantastic. He's great, and he's probably going to be the best.
What does he look like?
He has dark blue scales and orangey brown eyes. He is a Nitu, which means he is basically a big old lizard dude. He has like a cobra hood that goes from sort of his head to the apex of his shoulders, and he comes from a family that's raised snoots for hundreds of years.
Cool. Let's move around to the other one.
I am Tech Puppet, and I'll be playing Mush, or Mish, as he's variably known.
Mush.
Mush.
His name is Mish.
His name is actually Mish, everyone calls him Mush.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care. He generally asks us to oi you, or like, over here.
As do I.
That's all good people. And yes, so I'm going to be looking forward to playing someone with an intellect of 6.
Wow.
Wow. He has a 0 modifier on his intellect.
You are so close to being dead.
Yeah. If I have an intellect drain, I'm in serious trouble of forgetting how to breathe.
Do you get punched at all? You're just dead in the head.
Oh no, like my head's full of like protective stuff
There's a thing in there, right?
with 41 endurance. Yeah, my head has just been replaced with like, solid armoured bone.
And what colour is he? What colour fur?
He is a mixture of grey and black. He's grey on the top, which fades down.
And his belly is black. Cool. Alright, we'll go around to the man in the chef hat.
Okay, a couple of rules for chat. Don't be at all about someone's gender. And most importantly, don't be a tool.
It was like I was
Or a
gonna-
screwdriver.
Oh my fucking god.
God, who's running this?
Yeah.
Come on!
Fuck, come on, guys.
Get it together.
To be fair, I think I almost forgot them the second time when we did Monday as well, but never mind, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, so I'm Corone, and today I will be playing Colin Dexter, who is a, well, as you can tell, he's a chef.
He's a battle chef.
In his job. Battle chef. Battle chef.
The battle chef.
He's Russian, and yeah, he's just arrived with his friend.
Yes.
And he's a Danny Dyer impersonator.
Yeah, and what did you say what his handle was?
He's the tenderizer.
Cool. We'll move to the lady in the middle.
Hi, I'm Killican, and I will be playing Sandra Bloomfield.
Sorry, I really hope that's her last name because that's what
Bloomfield,
it's written
yeah.
down here as.
Yeah, it is Bloomfield. Sandra Bloomfield, and she's the manager. She is a tiny ass woman.
4 foot tall.
4 foot tall.
Yep.
25, light as a feather.
Listen bored. Sorry.
What?
Nothing. Carry on.
She's very charismatic and very dexterous.
Coolios, and last but not least.
I'm Dev, and tonight I will be playing Jerry the Shark. He's a gambler. That trade, he's a 17-year-old kind of pool shark type gambler. Bit of a talker. Good with the ladies. Also, completely different to me, obviously.
Yep.
He's also pretty good with his hands. He knows how to pick a lock. Knows how to tell a lie. Family owned a boozer. Yeah.
He's not there anymore.
He's very charismatic and also very perceptive.
Yes.
If we're going down that route.
Sure. Alright. And we are going to find you guys, all except Mush, I'm afraid, rocking up to this group of miscreants have just purchased a... Nobody got back to me with the name of your track.
Oh yeah.
So far it's just called Snoot Track.
Snoots are us. Snoots.
Is that going to be the name of your Snoot
No.
Track?
No.
Snooty Bang Bang.
No.
Like, so like, you know, you'd have like, you know, you call them...
The Snooting Range.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
The snooting
The
range.
Snooting Ranch, yeah.
No,
Snooting Range.
Why
Okay.
range? Why not
Like
Because
a
range?
shooting
shooting
range.
range.
It's a
Snooting
pun
range.
on
It's a
shooting
pun
range.
on shooting range, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there will be no shooting of lame snoots in this, okay?
No.
Oh, stop
Oh,
correcting.
I mean, yeah.
To be fair, they devour each other. There's no need to.
That's kind of true.
To be fair, Zabi does have experience in the recycling plant.
That's true. Okay, so you guys have just arrived at your recently named snooting range. You guys are literally arriving as the four of you, and it's you are, for those of you who don't know, you are on the planet Ear, which is not a human-owned planet. It is in fact a planet owned by the Nitu, owned by the Nitu Authority, and it's supposed to be being handed back over to the Irilisk. To the Irilisk, the genesis of Irilisk Homogeny, which is quite often just abbreviated to Guy. So there you go. That's something you might want to be aware of.
Okay.
I will send you some notes on this crap. I just forgot, and I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are essentially coming up to just the outside of a major town, and you find that you arrive up this kind of long drive, which is kind of, as you arrive, it's a little bit more overgrown than it should be. There's a little bit less gravel on the ground than there should be, and you arrive at the gates, which should be more gate-like than they are. The gates to this place are supposed to be large, like kind of like a metal raw, you know, kind of gates, like kind of like an iron gate. But it's kind of rusted through, and it's hanging off the hinges. It's this wouldn't hold out anything. This wouldn't hold out a butterfly, which I guess most gates wouldn't. But you know what I mean. This wouldn't hold out anything.
We'll see if we can butterfly-proof these gates.
Yes, before you guys, you see that... please don't do that. You guys see that there is a building. You know this to be like the ticket, the kind of entrance hall to, you know, to the track itself. And you can see there are a couple of turnstiles that look like they probably work, for the most part. You haven't tested them yet, but they look like work for the most part. And this is essentially what you see when you arrive. This building, the building itself looks pretty nice. It looks like it's been painted recently. Looks like things have been fairly recently replaced. Looks like the roof has been fairly recently replaced. And you know that there are still windows here. Looking around as you're walking up here, you're not really sure why this is the nicest building, but this is all you really get to see at the moment.
Why have we bought such a awful dump?
Your idea, love.
No, it wasn't.
You brought us all in.
I brought us all in. Someone else was the person who knew about the ranch, not me.
It was cheap.
Well,
It
snake
was
Looked
is-
like
cheap.
good deal.
No, we can
Fix
miss
her up,
something out,
maybe.
Sure. What do you guys want to do?
Go in.
Explore.
Explore.
Right, we find Snoot. Where's Snoots?
Alright. You
This
guys-
place came with Snoots, did it?
Apparently.
The
according to this
the
thing.
manager has the keys. I'm calling you by your handles because I don't remember if you remember names.
Yeah, it's fine.
The manager has the keys.
I look through my keys.
Oh yeah, there's
Millions?
there's not a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
There's maybe half a dozen. You find the key which fairly easily lets you into, you know, not that you have to let yourself into the gate, that lets you into the building itself.
Yes.
And inside it looks quite nice. I mean, there's a lower floor and it's very large, very spacious. You can see the areas where you can, where people can purchase food and tickets, and where you know that there's clearly like, you know, there's kind of like a little booth off to one side which is large enough for 3 people to sit in, and it looks armoured enough, you know, that kind of has that glass perspex kind of thing where people can put in their bets and the people behind aren't going to get robbed instantly. You can see that's been set up, and you see a couple of different food places and whatnot, and memorabilia stands. This place looks pretty nice.
Okay.
You can see a pretty nice staircase going up to the side, and you can see that there are what looks like, to your experience, 3 hospitality suites that have little intercoms outside, and from this side Looks clean. Looks well done. Looks pretty good.
We can make this work.
And you can see that ahead of you, almost directly where the stands, opposite where they are, you can see the entrance out onto where the stands are, and you can see the snoot track. We can see a bit of the snoot track. You can see that there's a rail where you would expect the lure to run along, and you can see that the ground is kind of soft, but you can't really see much more than that from here.
See, place is bargain.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It could do a bit of touching up outside, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Well, you have money. Go. You look.
You
I won't see that.
I have like one
between you guys only really have about half a dozen cowbrick. You are on to the last of it. You are exceptionally hoping that the attached building, as part of this premises, has food. You are down to the last of it, I'm afraid, chaps.
Oh hell yeah! That's why I'm going over to the food places. I'm seeing if there's any food left.
In these kind of little like food areas where they serve, you can see there are kitchens there, and they're clearly prepared, but there is no food in here. You have a look around at a little stand with a kind of like you know, kind of little burger stand sort of thing, a kind of like wheelie cart thing called On a Stick. You can see that there are plenty of sticks here. There aren't a lot of food here.
Well, he's no vermin.
True.
It looks remarkably vermin free.
That's
I
right.
see any like drips from the ceiling right there.
Take a perception check, man.
Nice.
Anyone else who wants to have a look and see for damage, you're more than welcome to.
I crit the fuck out of looking for drips and
Yeah.
damage.
Never mind.
I think my dice can stay.
This building is exceptionally well maintained. You suspect that everything in here has been changed fairly recently. The outside of the building is probably as it was, apart from the replaced roof and a couple of replaced bits of wall. But this is pretty much, yeah, this is a new build. This is a really new build.
Is there like flooring, or is it just like the floor?
Oh, there's flooring, yeah.
Is it like loose? Is it like tiles sort of thing?
It go with tiles, yeah.
Is there any carpeting anywhere?
Not that you can see if you're still down in the hall. If you go upstairs, you'll be aware that hospitality suites have carpet.
Basically, I'm just looking for something that looks like it's been recently put in. I want to see if I can like peel up a corner and look behind it, you know, for say fire damage. If this has been recently remodeled, I want to make sure it hasn't just like a veneer on top of something that's ruined.
On your perception of a crit, I will say that you basically have a good look around. This is a new build. This isn't fire damage. This isn't water damage. Everything inside is a new build. The only thing probably existing from the old snooting range is probably a few bits of wall.
So it was actually a good deal.
Not the bad.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Good catch.
Good work.
I tell you.
What? That's
It's
smart
good
of you,
deal.
like you know what I'm planning. This building at least looks exceptionally good.
Have a look around the other buildings, I guess.
So you would know, yeah. I mean, you would know that there is the attached buildings and the attached like Snoot farm itself is actually off to one side. It's not part of the track. It's just attached land to it. And as you guys walk out onto the range itself, you can see that this. Let me just double check that it is in fact a standard 500 meter oval track. Kind of. You can see that there is in fact a lure track on the inside. You can see like where the open traps are, where they get released out. You can see, you know, it looks like it's there. Looks like there's a little lure bunny bot sort of right next to it, and it's there.
Does the bunny look good?
Probably not.
Take a perception check. You can tell that the ground is the surface isn't. It's there. I mean, there's definitely a softish
12.
surface there.
12.
On a 12, you can see that the bunny, it's definitely a mechanical something on a mechanical something. It looks from here maybe a little bit rusted. Maybe that bunny shouldn't be kind of like dangling like that, but it's there.
I don't know if it works.
No, I suppose. Does it work?
Don't know
Have you tried it?
where's the
No.
button to make it go.
Where's the button?
There's no one of us.
Anyone know where to make it? This thing go? Where's like, is
10.
there like an obvious
A 10.
viewing box?
Can
nearby?
Can I see a button?
I'm going to go with 10, and the fact that this chap should know how most of these things here work.
We're
These
snaky.
controls aren't actually controlled from here. They're controlled from back up in the control booth, which is essentially what you would have thought one of the hospitality suites mean.
Okay.
I'll go have a look.
Hmm?
Go up to the check your hospitality suites.
They are plush. These are well plush.
Dibs.
They've got real nice chairs and that shag carpet. My God, those are pretty plush places. And you can, like, stepping out, like looking in there, you can see they have a nice like glass front to them, and you can see out and you can see the stands, and the stands look pretty good. They also look not exactly new, but spruced up. They're kind of clean. You see a couple of places where various bits have been replaced. From up there, it looks pretty good.
I feel like the bits are a matter of work.
And you make your way into the last of these, essentially what looks like a hospitality suite, and as you go in there, it's not. There's sort of banks of controls and stuff, and there's lots of radios in here, like short-range radios, for, to call down to the trainers and back, etc. And you see like the go button, the big. What kind of button do you want it to be? I'll let you choose.
Big red button with go, big black go on it.
All right, it's a big red button
Like,
with
proper like palm.
ah no, screw it, with trade go written on it, in black.
Alright.
You guys still down by the bottom?
Yeah.
You just say and you see this kind of like lure bunny like
Seems to be working quite
No,
well.
it's not working at all.
What's the better? Okay, can I tell? Is there an off button? So it doesn't like grind the motor
there's
completely.
there's like an emergency off switch which you can find, and you bamf that, and you guys just say
Ugh.
Great.
Bunny's ears like flop.
yeah, let's say the bunny's ears flop down. Yeah.
God
Is
damn
it
it,
like
Snake
a-
Eyes.
A loudspeaker.
It
in
was
this
all
room.
gone.
Yeah, you can find the PA system without a
Cool.
problem.
I speak into it. Looks like the bunny's fucked.
No duh!
Yeah, you can't hear her.
Is sign of good race.
No!
Snoots eat bunny is good. Bunny
So,
is yes.
To establish exactly what the kind of lure bunny looks like, it does look like a very oversized bunny as we know them, as humanity knows them. But there's like a kind of like a well in the back of it, which has a little bit of kind of like a kind of plastic mesh over the top. And you'll be aware that this would normally be filled with blood, yeah, but it isn't.
Okay.
No.
Right. I go back down to the guys. Alright, let's look around a bit more then. It's got to be a farm around here, yeah?
Or at least a stable.
Got at
with
least like.
snoots.
Yeah, we've got a snoot, right? At least.
Right. There was a snoot in the deal, right?
Like a fucking snoot racing.
Snoot and track is what they say.
Yeah.
Snoot and track, okay.
Track's a bit fucking useless without snoot, right?
Yeah.
At least, well, more than one, ideally, if you want to race them.
Otherwise, easy to guess winner.
The
Time
winner
trial.
is Snoot
I-
number one. Who's the and the
Friend
loser
have a-
is
my
Snoot
friend
number
have
one.
idea is time trial drag snoots.
Oh my
Drag
god.
snoots.
Drag snoots. Oh,
They always
fuck
flip
no.
off in the air and fly off into trees.
Okay.
Maybe attach parachute. See where it go.
As you guys are discussing this idea of perhaps making a snoot drag race with a single snoot, you guys make your way up to one side where you know that the supposed attached farmland, the snoot farm should be, and the building, what the farmhouse building, which you would assume, well, you would know is supposed to be yours. As you come around there, you see that there is this kind of like whitish picket fence, kind of. But it's just fallen down in all these places, and there's occasionally like bits of wire, and it looks like someone's like stacked like half a house, like a couple of bricks up against like one thing to try and patch this clearly crappy hole. And you see like like a bit further down where some more of this is broken down, you can see like this corrugated iron that's kind of been like leaned against a tree, which kind of leans against a couple of these like picket fences that you can see all around, and you can see a single snoot like dabbing and pecking at his little enclosure. At the end of this kind of like little kind of like open paddock enclosure where this little snoot is, you can see that there is a kind of like a very small hay barn, a very small hay loft, and you can see that it is open. You can also see that it looks a bit worn by the weather. It's covered in that kind of like mossy kind of algae kind of thing you get when there's a lot of rain on wood. And you can see that there is a large root eye working coming in and out of this. And you see Mush.
Who the fuck is that? And what's he doing on our land?
Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
The owners.
I'm Mush.
Get off our land!
It's my land.
You two recognise each other. You two probably have known each other for a while. Off and on.
Is Mush. You okay?
What's a mush?
I am.
Is
Why is he on our land?
working.
This is my land. I work here.
See?
We own the land.
I don't care.
We're not paying you.
Maybe we
Okay.
own Mush.
We own Mush.
Maybe we own Mush.
Wait.
Mush work for me.
You don't want to get paid?
Mush
Doesn't
work for
want-
me.
If
It's
Mush
good.
doesn't want him to get paid, so fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Mush
why
work for
not?
me. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Free labour.
Getting closer to the hay barn, and probably being that you're outside, you guys notice that there is a kind of little mezzanine in this thing. You can obviously see it from when walking into this barn door, which is
Yeah.
not exactly there. You can see this little mezzanine. You can see that there's a little like a little bed has been made up there, and a little kind of like personal effects, and a couple of little chest of drawers and whatever. And this is where you live. You live in the top of the hay barn.
It's not a little bed.
Okay, it's a ginormous bed for a ginormous Rutai, but you know what I mean. In the quaint sense of the word, it's like it's a crap hole on top of a mezzanine, in top of a barn with no door.
It could in fact be said that someone has put some, like, you know, a couple of sheets over some, like, half-eaten hay bales.
That's what you want, and that's what you can have. You guys can see that this kind of little this little barn area is looking around. You can see that there's enough room for like 6 permanent snoots to be set up here. You can tell there's obviously one in the field that you've just passed, and you can see that there is at least 2 more in here. One of them is kind of like trying to be like pecking and getting up high into the mezzanine, but not quite reaching it. And you can see that the other one is curled up on the ground. You can see its legs like long and gangly pointing out through the bottom of its stable, but it's clearly lying down.
Ah, 3 snoots. Excellent.
You would know that the one laying on the ground, the male snoot, is very unwell.
Wait, Mash, is this all we got?
His name is
Yeah.
Mush.
It's Mish, actually.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Mush.
Hairy one. You. That's all we got. Sorry. One of them's dying.
Yeah.
That's fucking great, isn't it?
No griping, Spork. It's good.
This deal you made doesn't seem to be getting better.
His land is building. Shut face.
A couple snoots, I guess.
Hey.
You guys also know there is also a farmhouse.
I mean,
You guys tend to
I guess what we could do is invite other snoot breeders to bring theirs along. Race ours.
And breed.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, his track. We invite.
You wouldn't necessarily. Not all tracks would have their own snoots. Quite often, it's just a meeting ground for people to bring their snoots. You just happen to have 3 here.
Okay.
Well, you have 2 and a dying one.
Fastest snoots around.
Okay.
That one not fast. It's laying down.
Excuse me.
When it get up, it fast.
Excuse me, Mish. Is there any food around here?
Points over to the hay. He's chewing on a cinnamon stick at the moment as well, by the way.
There's
Any
not a
edible
lot
food?
of hay, I'm going to say. There's not a lot of hay here.
Points back over to the hay again.
They are supposed to have like a particular diet of not just hay. I'm throwing that out there. They generally eat meat. They are
That's what he has,
carnivorous.
mate.
I would point out my guy 0 skill in medicine and 0 insight.
Yeah, but you would know
Yeah,
something
no,
about
he'll feed
snoots.
snoots, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You know that snoots need meat and there's virtually nothing left.
Yeah, but I'm not going to give them the snoot food. That's
Any,
for the snoots.
any human food?
What you eat.
You know,
Veg,
you know that there is a
meat,
farmhouse. You all know that
anything?
there is a farmhouse nearby.
Is there any food in the farmhouse?
Mm-mm.
God's
I think
sake.
we go to the
I leave
farmhouse.
Mish in the barn, go looking for the farmhouse.
Friend Mish. Any vermin?
No. All gone.
No snacks.
Nutritious.
You
Find the farmhouse.
yeah, you make your way out in this little paddock area and you can see that
See you later, Mick.
opposite, Opposite sort of like where this kind of little paddocky area is, there's another like much larger paddock, and at the end of that you can see that there is what looks like a building. This looks like a good, solid, one-story building with roof.
I just carried on doing what I was doing,
Ignoring
ignoring
the
them.
snoots. Yeah, okay.
I open up the farmhouse then.
You open up the farmhouse. The front is it's immaculate. It's beautiful. It's covered in like the kind of mossy lichen stuff. The roof, like getting a bit closer, is like definitely could replace a couple of those tiles on this side. I could definitely use a replacement. And you open the door and you immediately get assailed by the smell of damp. And you're aware that there's possibly a little bit too much light coming down the stairs into the attic area.
From the
Coming down, yeah.
Yeah, coming down.
Does
from
it
the
look
attic
like
area.
daylight?
It looks very much like daylight.
Oh god.
We should.
Snake Eyes, what the fuck have you bought?
I walked up
You
the
bought
stairs.
it's your money.
All your money. All of you owe this money.
Yeah.
No, we give money to you. You spend money on your
You tell me to buy this place.
land is fine.
Yeah, I could do a bit of work.
Yes.
So
Fine, I explore inside the damp farmhouse.
Okay, so you have like the typical large like kitchen area, which you would assume to be also the main room. There's a fireplace there,
Okay.
and there's a chimney there.
Uh-huh.
Probably want to get it checked out. The kitchen itself has some of the mod cons. Looks to be quite a nice room. Not bad. Not bad. As you go to like try and turn the taps on, you definitely hear the plumbing is clanking, clunking. It takes a while. You kind of get this brownish, reddish water coming out. It doesn't really seem to be cleaning up very much, and it's making this awful like rattling sound. And as you guys kind of explore kind of more what this plumbing system is, you go into the attic, and the attic area is supposed to have two rooms, two very large rooms, 2 up, 2 down sort of arrangement. They said that the roof opposite the front of the house is the back of the house is not there. There's no roof on the back side of this house. So both of these rooms are open to the elements, and there's like small little birds that have taken to nesting in this area.
Had to fix a gate.
Yes, and there is also, you can see that there is what would be equivalent to be like a night storage water. So you're pretty sure that there's limited water here, at least hot water here as well.
is there even a boiler?
There's a boiler. It's rusted to hell, packed up, and seems to. You need to have like a certain knack with it, kind of thing. It's not doing great. Let's be honest. And then the fourth room downstairs, other than the bathroom, which is out the back somewhere.
Make a list of things to do.
That room is just. It's big. It's empty. A window at the back is broken. Probably could do with replacing the entire back wall. But other than that, this place is a steal. This place is a steal at $3 grand.
Have any of the roosted birds laid any eggs?
No, they haven't. No, I'm afraid.
Is there any food in the cupboards?
Can I grab one of the birds?
Take a perception check. Take a grapple. Unless you're trying to shoot it with something.
I'm going now.
9.
A 9. You find like some grain. Maybe some oats. You need to get some milk for sure.
10.
A 10. I'm gonna say you probably I'm gonna say you could probably grab one of these birds, yes. But only one.
Yeah, everyone looks away and it's only here like "Quack!" Look back and there's like feathers hanging out your mouth.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Stay guys. We've spent all of our money. We have fuck all left. And we have some grain and some seeds to eat.
And the birds.
And the birds which you're currently eating. We
Bony.
have a fuckload of things to fix.
Yes.
Does anybody want to hear the list?
No, I'm good.
Maybe you want to run through the list and I'll add what you guys haven't found.
Okay, so we got to fix the bunny, relay the track surface, fix the roof tiles, clean exterior of all buildings, fix the attic and roof on the back side of the house, check the chimney, get out the kitchen a bit, fix the plumbing, fix the entrance gate, replace the boiler, replace the back wall, and remove or eat the birds.
All on 6 fabric.
And also, he doesn't have a door in his barn.
Oh yeah, barn door.
I've been systematically using bits of the building to repair other bits as they fall down, which may be where the roof of your house has gone.
It's actually
that gate that was slightly falling open may actually be half the roof of the house.
It's actually why I described everything as I did, and like you'd probably be stealing bits from the rest of the house.
And nothing ever gets removed. If something starts rusting, more bits just get clamped to it.
Yep, that's
So
exactly
everything
it.
gradually gets bulkier and more like misshapen as it gradually degrades.
I imagine we
Anyway.
also have to replace some of the fencing around the track.
Some of the fencing. You would probably also become aware of a bit more. You're probably going to want to replace the rail in which the lure bunny runs onto.
We only have 3 snoots, one of which is dying. We haven't set up the business yet, but which we also need money to do. And we also need to get our names out there as well. So,
Would you like to know how much you roughly owe and to whom?
yes, please.
All right. There are, in this particular area where you guys are setting up this business, there are 2 major gangs, the 2 major criminal gangs. One is called the... Check I've got this right. One is called the 7 Dogs.
Hmm?
And one is called the Puzzle Goons.
Puzzle what?
Goon.
Goon.
G-O-O-N.
Okay.
What was that for, sorry?
The
These
gangs
are the 2 major gangs,
gangs.
in existence.
that we owe money to.
You don't necessarily owe money to both of them, but you do need to become aware.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check the plan as if. Right, so you owe roughly 3,000 cowbricks to the 7 Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They are a local criminal gang that specialise in gambling and loan sharking.
Gambling, you say?
And loan sharking. Yes, indeed. They expect 600 cowbrick a month for 10 months.
Christ. Wait.
You know how loan sharks work,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Don't say I can't do maths. I can do maths.
That's like 120% APR there.
Maybe.
Do we owe anything to the puzzle goons?
The Puzzle Goons. They Puzzle Goons are whom Colin owes his debts to.
Oops. Cool.
You owe roughly 300 cowbricks to these guys, and you have owed this 300 cowbricks for a little while now.
So yes, Snake Eyes. How is this a good investment?
It's land. Land always good investment. It's the only thing they will make more of.
Yes, but how do you expect us to make money?
Sell.
Sell what?
Sell-
Sell
land.
parts.
Sell parts of the land.
Yes.
Okay.
Sell parts of buildings, sell parts of land.
No, we bought a racing track where it's a race. What we've got to do is get the word out and get it set up.
Yes,
Fix the
but
bunny.
we need to
The
fix.
rest will work
We need
itself
to
out,
fix
surely.
all of this.
Nah, not
Oh,
before
and
the
also
first race.
your
That's just living.
snoots don't have much food left either.
Yeah.
I need a bit of food.
The snoots need some serious food.
Yes.
Roughly, on a month-to-month basis, or a day-to-day basis even, how much does it cost to feed a snoop? I'm asking you.
He would not fucking know.
Yeah, you
With
like,
Matt!
Snake
Matt,
Eyes. Because you would know, right?
yeah, you know how much on a day-to-day basis he just sits up.
Well, how much does he eat?
A lot.
Like just make a shape with your hands. How much does of
Yeah,
meat?
about that. Roughly their own, about half of their capacity, like half of their size, probably.
Right, so a fuckload.
So I make like a circle like that.
So
A
like
day.
a boulder. Excellent.
Right.
You know, it's
Shit.
roughly about 4 cowbrick
A day.
a day each.
Per.
8 rats and
Okay.
8 cowbrick a day.
I mean, have you
It's
got a
4
steady
cowbrick
supply
a
of
day.
rats?
4 cowbrick a day.
Per snoop.
Is there a way that maybe we could get
So-
more rats and more
We
free
need-
food?
12
rats.
cowbrick a
out
day.
of rats.
Out of rats. Right. Alright. Why am I managing all this? You're the fucking manager.
I know. I'm trying to. I don't understand why you're doing it.
You
Why
need
you're
the
managing.
odds, man. You need the odds. You need all the info.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that you wrote me a to-do list. Thank you.
Who was it we owed the 3,000 to?
The 7 Dogs.
Okay. Right, so we can't sell the land. We need to actually make money from the land.
We need to make money from
Fancy.
Trek.
Yes.
Farm, we can sell.
Um,
Snoots fucked. Who
You
cares?
also have nowhere to live.
We
got a
You
farmhouse.
put everything into this.
yeah.
We've got a farmhouse.
Trek.
We've got a farmhouse.
We're not
Correct.
living on the track.
We have a farmhouse.
Hospitality suite.
There's a
We're not
farmhouse.
living in the hospitality suite.
The
Why not?
farmhouse is particularly there for people who on the farm live there. We just
The
got to fix it
farm-
a bit.
The farmhouse is terrible.
Yeah, it's got to be fixed up a little bit though.
It's missing some homey touches.
I mean, you know, it hasn't got to be like a fucking 5-star hotel. Just got to get some tarp, put it up, stop the rain.
Excuse me, what hole have you been living in?
Oh, you can have one of your hospitality seat, whatever. I can't even say a fucking word.
Hospitality.
Hospitality
There
seat,
you go.
suites.
Okay, I'll take it.
Fine.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I'll sleep anywhere.
Fine,
Okay.
we'll sleep anywhere. I have other suite.
Excellent work, Snagger.
Warm.
We'll figure this out.
At this point, you become aware that there is a Rudai making their way towards the track and having a bit of a look around. It's one that perhaps you might know.
Me.
You may recognise this Rutai. They're from Seven Dogs. Your name is Gritnock, and they are a gambling buddy of yours. Sort of. As far as you can be buddies in gangs and gambling.
Are you going to tell us you know this person?
Yeah, why not? I'll just go up to him. Great up! How you doing?
Right.
What brings you here?
Just having a bit of a look around.
Oh, you're here to lose some more money, are you?
You used to owe me, pal. Well,
Well,
give or take.
let's see how long
So,
that takes.
we heard you, we at Seven Dogs heard you, using the money you borrowed from us to buy this place.
Yep, investing. Got to speak to the boss about that one though.
Hi.
Just
Can I help?
who's this one?
Sandy. She's
Sandy.
the boss. She's the one who got us all together to do this.
Yes, hello.
So it was your great idea to buy this?
It was
Big
my
life.
it was my great idea to combine these bunch of people, and I took advice from someone who I possibly should not have taken advice from to buy said place.
Don't listen to her. Sound investment. We're fine. We got this. Don't you worry. We'll turn this round.
You know what? I hope so, otherwise we'll be back to take your kneecaps.
I don't doubt it.
God,
Got two good ones waiting for you.
Someone say safest houses just as part of the house falls off.
Part of the roof just collapses and it's like,
Yeah, we got this! Ka-dunk! As the rest of the roof falls in on the farmhouse. Congratulations guys, you completely ruined your farmhouse.
So, do you know of anyone wanting to race some snoots?
No, I'm more into the cards than I am the snoot racing.
Okay.
But I actually came here to think maybe a bit of business with you actually.
oh yeah.
Yeah, being that you're so indebted to us now.
Uh,
You know, you're a bit of a risk taker, and I know you're of old. But, maybe we take a walk. I don't know. Are these on the level?
I don't know. I've only known him for 5 minutes, so
No. How about we go for a walk then?
yeah.
But you know me a lot.
I know you a lot, but I'm not going to tell them that.
He's gonna not drop you in it. Gritnock takes you for a walk. Gritnock is pretty short for a Rutai. They kind of got pretty dark fur though, pretty dark fur, dark brown fur. And they walk you a little away from the others and begin to walking the track, and you begin to notice some of the points I made earlier, like the track is really soft. That the rails are. Well, it's a good thing you stopped it when you did, because otherwise that lure was going straight off. And he turns to you and says, "Now I don't know how you're doing money-wise, but we might have a bit of a proposition for you."
Alright, I'm listening.
Well, we have it on good authority that there's a few transports, a few cargo coming into the area, bound for the BMAS, and there's some premium feed in there, premium snoot feed in there.
All right.
So,
You want it to be misplaced?
well, didn't hear it from me, but if you happen to misplace it, you happen to find it and return it into the right people, we wouldn't notice if a couple of boxes of it went missing. Be doing us a bit of a favour. Put you in good light.
Right. Yeah. So just to clarify, you want us to get you some. I mean, there's no one around here. I don't know why you're being so ambiguous. Just tell me what you want.
There's an habit you learn. You learn to be cautious and careful.
Right. Yeah. All right.
You might want to learn that too, otherwise.
It's a 17-year-old gambler.
Otherwise you'll be losing a little bit more than, a couple of cowbrick.
Well, I just want to make sure, I don't want to actually misplace them. If I come across it, you want me to get some misplaced, and then you ask me where they are, I go, I don't know, I misplaced them. Could be a mix-up.
Oh God,
So what do you want us to do with
kind of gambler are you? You're
Bloody
supposed
good
to be
one.
used to double talk. Oh God, amateurs.
Do you
Alright,
want to bet on that?
no, I don't really mix that and this. So yeah, there's a little warehouse, a little bit out of town, the other side, on the shore of a lake. The only one there, pretty easy to spot. Protected by Fury Relisk. I'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah, there's a few cargo boxes bound for BMAS, can't miss them, labelled as such. Premium snoot feed. You make sure it goes missing. Make sure the rest of it gets to us. And keep a few boxes for yourself and call it even.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. What? It's only going to be there tonight, so good luck. Get your skates on.
Better get cracking.
Alright. We'll bring it here. We'll come get it.
Done.
Alright.
Consider it done.
With that, he turns around and walks off.
I'll go back to the group and relay the information. Got a job for you. For us, or all of us.
I was about
Yes.
to say, what do you mean? So, okay, so
Blah 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 blah.
food for the Snoots. That's one job down, I suppose.
Well, yeah, that's something we need. It'll save us a lot of money in the long run.
Mm.
Create
Now,
stuff.
when you say misplace some, shall we just keep it all?
Probably not a good idea.
Why not?
He's a pretty big guy and there's more of them.
What? He's
Take a
asking
lazy
us.
point for that.
What?
Oh my God.
He's asking us to misplace some, though.
Yeah, he's implying he wants some. We can't keep it all.
No, I know not.
God,
keep
I'm
it
the
all,
one with the
but-
6 intellects.
No. No. He said he wants you to misplace some, keep some for yourself, and make sure the rest gets to them.
I'm not sure if I fully understood what I need to do here.
He wants you to nick the shit,
All of it.
bring it to you guys,
Yeah.
and then you keep some of it,
And he gets the
and they
rest.
get the rest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
like, what?
Okay.
We steal, get caught, give them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
You do
Simples.
recognise the female name,
Mm.
and you should.
Huh?
Carry on.
So,
Anybody got a problem with this?
Nope.
No, we need to do what we need to do.
Pucker. Let's get to it then.
You do it, mate.
It's only going to be there
Pucker.
tonight. Mush, you in?
What?
Fucking hell, mate, you're not listening.
No.
anyone, come with. Go.
Alright.
Got some heavy lifting for you.
Alright.
Have any tool, nail, chisel?
Hammer.
That'll do.
Good.
You
Yeah, but he's a large sledgehammer. He just hefts easily in one hand. Like, yeah.
So, what do you guys want to do now? Does anyone have any problems with you're about to?
I would point out Vish has 3 very important, very crucial tools. He has a sledgehammer, he has a pry bar, and he has a pickaxe.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't pickaxe.
Well, it was an axe, but it broke.
Oh, okay.
I never went through what equipment we were allowed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll assume you're okay with it. I mean, if you want to have a nice pistol, cool, but try not to have too many other nice shiny things.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to make a point of like going to the farmhouse and just like fishing a piece of piping from the busted up boiler.
You can
like,
do that too if you want.
I thought it might have like a shotgun or something, but I'm not interested in it. The way Jerry fights is if he gets in something, he just wraps himself around them until he can't move.
Yeah. Don't hurt me!
Yeah. He can't actually fight, he just knows how to disable people effectively.
That's fine. That's fine.
Trip them up and run away.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. You just as long as you don't have too much crap and too much nice stuff, we're good.
Nice.
I have claws, is that okay?
Yeah, you can have your claws. Do you get them manicured on occasion? Or?
I chew them every now and then.
Close enough. Alright, yeah, so is there anything anyone wants to do? Anything anyone wants to chat with anyone about? Consider this your inverted commas downtime.
No.
Do we know a fellow who knows a fellow who wants to buy a slightly used boiler?
Slightly used. Completely non-functional.
Take a knowledge check for me? Because you might be the kind of guy who would know.
8.
The only real like dodgy contacts, well no, you have a lot of dodgy contacts. The only real dodgy contacts immediately in the area that you know of would be Rick's Tar, which is a, I can't remember what I just said they were going to be. Fuck it. Rick's Tar is a Nitu. She's a female. She's a former puzzle goon. She's the person that sold you the Snooting Range.
Is there a scrapyard nearby?
She would be the one that would know most of what's going on around here. You probably wouldn't want to just up and sell this.
No, but
it is.
you know, you can buy and sell scrap.
Yeah.
Cucumber,
So
can I know a
repair
local
shit.
Rutai scrapyard? Because Rutai tend to have
Because you
junk.
know, Rutai.
Yeah, because Rutai tend to be junk, and I probably would at least
Yeah,
know
sure.
at least one on
Yeah,
the local
sure.
Rutai.
Sure, I mean not necessarily a Rutai one.
Somewhere to get some.
there's not
At
a
least
Rutai
one where a Rutai works.
Just another Rutai from the pub.
I assume it's just basically this work, and this, they just basically
Yeah.
take scrap, dismantle
Yeah.
it, and try and build something useful
But it
out of it.
wouldn't necessarily be a Rutai because this isn't a Rutai planet.
No, but if there were Rutai's around,
Yeah, I'm going to go with no in this particular area because this is going to be pretty much more Irisk and Nitu than Rutai and especially human. Yeah, human, but yeah, probably wouldn't be a Rutai scrapyard nearby, no.
okay, fair enough. Then. I wouldn't know them if they weren't Rutai.
No, exactly. You don't talk to anyone.
The only person I talk to is a Rutai, so.
Oh god. Really? that just started with, because Rutai, you mean because racism. And then it ended with because racism. I'd only know them because they're the same race as me. And I wouldn't talk to anyone else because they're not the same race as me. Aww.
It's okay. We'll break him out. We'll break him out of this ignorance. It could be his character arc. Well, I'm praising our character arc.
I would say racism
less
in a
of a
system
racism.
where there are actually different species is a bit different to racism between humans.
Speciesism,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
speciesism.
Prejudice.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
look at a
fairly.
snake.
Like, they will have their own.
To be fair, I will allow the racism between you two because of the existing war that has been. Otherwise, I'll give you both a kick on the back of the ear. Huh?
Were they enemies then?
Yeah, I mean,
I
the
thought-
Rutai and the Nitu are on opposite sides of the war.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Rutai were with the Irlisk. Family bonding.
To be fair, it's entirely possible that guy has no idea about that.
What?
That's an exceptionally good point. You may, in fact, just be a
Yeah, he
very
may
busy.
just be a really kind of low intellect person
Yeah.
who just basically doesn't like anyone, especially anyone who moves at too fast a pace, which is basically anyone not a Rutai.
So basically, while all those explosions and things were happening around the planet, you were just like tending farm.
Especially
You
you,
would have been alive.
especially you who talks like 100 miles an hour. He just like every time you say something, he just has to think about it for a minute.
Okay, so no one wants to say anything to anyone, no one wants to do anything.
I don't know. There's not really much we can do. We can try and build a wall. with whatever scrap we have available.
Well, he said he wants someone heavy lifting, so I'm just following him around now until he shows me what to pick up.
Well, I mean, after 5 minutes being followed, not now. Fuck off.
All right.
Let's go back to what I was doing before. Which is basically
Okay.
moving food.
In that case, early evening comes around.
Yeah. During this time, I basically wanted to be running around, picking things up, moving things around, putting scrap in piles.
This is annoying me immensely. I'm going back and reordering my carefully planned yard.
Wow.
I've piled like wood and metal separately and trying to make it tidy. I keep coming back to it, and it's like another pile in another corner somewhere. It's like, for fuck's sake.
I've been looking over the list of things that we need to do, going, oh my god,
up.
what the fuck have we done?
Yep. You are now. You know that this is a all sales are final kind of deal.
And I'm also going sort of like I'm trying to work out a way of actually making money out of this.
Okay. You need cash investment now.
Yeah.
You need something going your way right now.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
I was
You
going
were
to.
trying to find some sellability?
Well, actually, that was just my first thought to mention to one of these types who like hang around in places and meet people who are dodgy. I know things who are dodgy, people who are dodgy in the snoot business. So I'm going to use my great knowledge of snoots and my ability to make them occasionally explode with bad medicine to see what's wrong with the dying snoot.
Okay, yeah, go. You can rock right on ahead and have a look at the dying snoot if you want.
Ah. It might as well not. Yeah, might as well just at least see if it's going to die while we're out. You know?
Or just put it out of its misery.
15.
A 15.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, let's go on to the.
You know exactly what's wrong with it.
Oh, poor little snoot. Jeez. I have to find out exactly what's wrong with the snoot. Hang
As
on.
long as it's not prolapsing.
Let's not get into that with that poor little snoot. Poor little snoot.
Poor little vicious death ball.
Yeah, I mean, poor little snoot. This is a male snoot.
You
Actually,
can just sex it without.
Hang on a minute. I'm about to say it. Do you think you're proficient in sexting snoots, and do you want to?
I have a 5 in snoot wrangling, so yes.
You actually have a
roll a separate check. If you're trying to sext the snoot, you need to roll.
Sexed.
Oh dear.
12.
What? Oh, I thought it was a 1.
You're pretty sure it's a male snoot. You're fairly sure it's a male snoot.
From the smell.
It smells like it's dying. But you're fairly sure it's a male snoot. Oh man. Do you try and inquire what the name of this snoot is?
No, I also want to work out if it's actually dying or if it just looks ill.
This snoot is pretty sick. You have probably seen this before. This particular snoot has an infection of sorts, and the infection, you're pretty sure from what you remember being told, inflames the lining of most of the major organs, and there are kind of two methods of curing, and they're both different types of drugs. They're both pretty expensive. You're not entirely sure how long it would have to live, but you're not looking at, if you raced it today, it would probably race, but not finish anywhere near. Well, probably last would be generous. It wouldn't even get out of the stable, but it would run a bit.
It's inflamed the major organs.
Inflame the lining of the major organs, yeah.
Okay.
It's curable. Just need to cure it.
So it's like similar to like IBS or something.
Less
not
chronic.
Not quite.
More like a one-off infection rather than a
Yeah, it's a one-off infection.
thing.
It has temporary Crohn's disease.
I was thinking more endo, but yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking it.
Yeah, so you would need to find a vet. You need to find a vet who is, able to administer this treatment, and it's expensive. You probably reckon a couple of weeks, maybe. Sort of.
Although to be fair, this is Zabi, I reckon if I can find the treatment, I can probably administer it myself. I'm good at injecting things into Snoots.
Take one more check for me.
Of what manner of check do you think this should be?
Medic, isn't it?
I say medic, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine with
And
me.
why not go medic?
Medic and Snoot wrangling are the same, so
Okay, fine.
Nice.
yeah. 14.
I'm gonna say you've heard of, you know that there are two methods, and you definitely know the name of one, and you think you found the drugs. You know what the name of the drugs are. You're looking for Snoot Blue. That's like the shelf name for it. It's called Snoot Blue.
Has your Snoop got the blues?
No, it's just called Snoot Blue. There you go. That's how you reckon you could. It's expensive, cheaper than getting a vet to do it. And you're not 100% sure on how to administer it, but you know it's called Snoot Blue. You know it's expensive.
Yeah, I'll read the box.
Oh,
when I find it, I'll read the box.
Use prepared instructions.
Yeah, it's just like apply to affected area.
Yep. Oh, well, there we go.
So I speak open.
Okay. Right. So you know that you've checked on your poor Snoot. Anything you guys want to try and do before it is 10? Well, it's about to be nightfall unless you say you want to do something.
I'm going to be more securely applying my fixes that he keeps moving.
Okay.
Probably with some thick, heavy iron stakes.
Okay. Yes. Sure.
I'm basically walking around going, this could probably be fixed. Or sold.
Okay. Are you attempting to sell any of this crap? Are you attempting to burn any of this? What are you trying to do with it?
I'm just trying to sort it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to put it into piles so that we can know what we've got and use stuff to fix things.
Okay. Alright, so you two are having a bickering in the form of scrap. You're checking out your poor Snoots. You're trying to find out how on earth you may make money from this.
Yes.
Are you looking at anything in particular? Do you have any schemes that you want to try and put in motion now?
No, I'm just sort of like trying to think of things.
Your probable gut feeling is you need cash investment to solve some of these issues.
I know, but I'm trying to work out where I'd get cash investment from.
Okay.
More loan sharks.
No, we're not going for more loan sharks.
Gambling, selling stuff.
Yes.
And what about you, Colin? Tenderizer.
Yes, I was going to see if I could go to a pub and inquire if they need a chef.
Yeah,
You're trying to leave us.
Take
On
you
a
on a side
part-time
gig,
basis.
On a pot, he's actually the only sensible person thinking, we've got no money, we need to fix this place, I need to get a job. So props for
Basically,
being probably the only straightforward, useful person here right
Congratulations for being a straight, upstanding citizen. Not like, let's go rob a nunnery or something sensible like that. It's like, no, let's get a job.
now. He's going to go not only earn a job, but he's going to earn a legitimate job.
What?
You know you're never going to make any money doing that.
Alright, so you the local inn is called the Wandering Wolf. You make your way, or no, fuck it, the irritated Irilisk, because it's kind of funny. It's mostly a Nitu run pub, and you've got a two Nitu behind the bar called Rix and Rex.
Oh god! Can the sign be like an Irilisk being poked with a stick?
Yes, absolutely can.
Can it be an animatronic sign? Does it actually happen?
No. It's just two separate things. There are in this particular area there are two inns. There is the irritated Irilisk. I'm so never going to remember that. And then you've got like the Wandering Wolf, and the Wandering Wolf is owned by the Irilisk. And if you go there, you are known to be sympathisers and people who are interested in helping, and basically you are part of Irilisk culture. You side with them in this kind of almost war-tornish, kind of like
Cold
tense
War
place. Cold War. And the other one is the irritated Irilisk, and that basically puts you in the Nitu camp.
Okay.
Which do you want to go for? Because this will affect things.
Okay. Who's out of our group? What was your races again?
Everuta.
Rutai?
I am Nitu.
Nitu. So I'm going to side with the Nitu.
Okay, I will throw this out there. The Nitu are in charge of this planet, just to set the scene a bit more. The Nitu Authority are in charge of this planet. They annexed it from the Irilisk during the war and haven't quite given it back. They are supposedly handing it over, but haven't. The Irilisk, the Genesis homogeny of the Irilisk, or Gahai, as I'm reading my notes now, they're here and trying to get it back, and they're kind of that transition stage, so that's essentially what we want. But you make your way into the irritated Irilisk. Fuck mine, this is going to be terrible. And yeah, you find Rix and Rex behind the bar. They are both dark blue Nitu. And there are a lot of Nitu in here. There's like maybe 1 or 2 humans. That's about it. Yes.
Hello. I was just passing on the off chance of wondering if you had any requirements for a chef.
A chef.
Yes.
In a Nitu pub, you want to know if we need someone who can cook meat.
Raw meat.
You're aware that we eat more meat, yes?
Or just to cut it up for you.
He's trying to give everyone the corpse worms.
You see the Rushai kind of. So you see the Nitu kind of laugh, and he says, "I tell you what, we do not traditionally have a chef, but we sometimes have humans like you come through and our Rutu friends. Sure, we take you on part-time.
Part-time would suit me well.
We'll give you maybe 2-3 cal break a week for a few 4 or 5 hours. We make you Sunday special.
That's actually a really good thing.
We make you Sunday special.
Then that would be perfect.
Alright? And with that you secured yourself an 8-hour job on a Sunday, where you will be producing whatever the hell you think that Nitu are going to want to eat. Prepared by a top chef.
Slabs of meat
A
on a
top
plate.
English chef.
Oh, the idea you just like get this cage of rats and just starts like shake some chili over them.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Whilst contemplating
rats
how
and
on earth we're
nacho
going
cheese.
to make money, I've come up with a select number of ideas.
Oh
just
dear.
Just spitballing, just sort of like
Okay.
trying to sort of
Are
like
you
think of things.
spitballing to everyone? Or
No,
you-
I'm not. No, this is just things that I've written down
Okay,
myself.
go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Sell farming tools.
We have 3.
Sell the metal that is left shredded around the farm.
You just repeal the fences.
Yep. Sell
Where's
the
those fire
sell
fences?
the dying snoots.
It's dying.
Yeah, carry on.
Maybe sell it for meat to the Nitu's place.
Could sell mish.
No.
Oh. I remember a conversation probably about 2 years ago when a certain somebody sold your characters.
I know.
Well, we weren't here.
Why they weren't there?
I didn't sell them, I loaned them.
Could sell favors.
Wait.
Okay, yeah. I again refer you back to that conversation about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Gamble again. Send
I'm up for
these guys out. Steal. Send
I'm up
those
for that
guys
too.
out.
Good at that one as well.
And
Oh,
I
very
could try
strong,
and get
carry
a
on.
loan from some wealthy businessmen that that I know from my past.
Actual investors.
You would know some wealthy businessmen. They'd all be corrupt as fuck, and
Yeah.
they'd all be part of like your father's criminal empire. But
Yes, but I would know some people who I could
you know
maybe
people.
get some loans.
You would know other loans. You would know other. In your father's gang, you would know people that you could borrow money from.
Mm.
We're not looking
If
for
not
borrow
your
money,
father.
we're looking for
Yes.
investment. It's different.
But I don't want to borrow from my father because I want to prove him wrong.
Of course, yes. And going to his business parts and saying, "Excuse me, can I borrow some money?" would totally make you look fine.
Mm.
Right. Whilst I'm still at the pub.
Yep.
Would cucumber. Would there be a position where, like, at the end of like an evening, there's any food that they wouldn't keep?
Yeah, I mean, there'd probably be like a few odd scraps here and there. Yeah.
So I was thinking if they did, if they were happy with it, like at the end of like the day, I could like, take some back to us, and then we could cook it.
On a Sunday, for sure.
Yeah,
But today isn't the Sunday.
I know.
But on normal time, if
So
you're
I could-
normally working, there's food left over. They probably wouldn't object to you taking leftovers.
And
But today is not your
then I
cooking
could
day.
cook it so that it's all right, and at least that's one day's worth
Yeah,
of
yeah.
food that we wouldn't
It's
pay for.
a possibility. You could definitely do that on the day that you work, but not any other day.
It's a new pub. You could theoretically take home anything that accidentally died.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you can still eat food if it's not completely, if it's not live, it can be recently dead. So you're mostly fine.
That's Sunday's dinner sorted every Sunday.
We just have a big stew.
Are you going to come back and tell us that you have it all?
Yes,
Yay! Money!
money.
And that was like 8 cowbread. That was like 4 cowbread, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I didn't actually. Where is it? 2.
Well, I haven't given you the money yet, so don't.
No,
don't
I'm
even
just
think
having.
about it.
No, I'm gonna look at my notes. 2 or 3 hours a week.
Yeah, 8-hour shifts. And
8,
it's, well, let's say 4 cowbread.
8 hours.
Cool.
8 hours. No, I've got 2 and 4 on a Sunday. And 4 calories. I don't know. For this Sunday.
All right.
Okay.
If nobody else has anything else, it's now. The sun's going down. So you're still at the track. What do you want to do?
Where are we supposed to go?
I told you. To this dock place that I forgot to write down.
Excellent.
I'm sure my memory won't fail me though.
No, will it? No, it won't. You know that the location he gave you was on the other side of town, and there should be a little lake, and there will be a warehouse. It would be fairly obvious because it's the only warehouse, and it's guarded by a couple of Irilisk.
There we go.
Joys of note taking, my friend.
I've taken so many notes today, but it's not that one.
Get a notepad.
I've got one here.
Shall
somewhere.
we go then?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Get going. Should be here in
Go.
a minute.
All right.
Mush, heading out.
Alright, I'll put down whatever I was carrying where I happened to be at the time and we'll go to.
You just dump it down and then wander off. All right, fair enough. All 5 of you going, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. All 5 of you make your way across town.
Wait, do I need my hammer?
Yeah, probably actually.
I'll get my hammer.
Okay. You get your hammer. Good to know. You guys walk your way across town. Takes about an hour. You pass by some of these nice kind of like, factories. You pass some of these landing docks. You pass a lot of Irilisk. Pass occasional Rutai here and there. Pass a lot of Nitu the further out of town you go. And as you get on the other side of town, you find this little lake. And you see that there are a series of these buildings around, but one is clearly a warehouse. And it is in fact patrolled by a couple of Irilisk. And they are stalking around the building. Huh?
Saying to these guys, what's like the place?
Mm-hmm.
Quietly.
Excellent.
What we getting?
Food.
Snoot food.
Food?
Where?
From the warehouse.
I'll start heading over towards the warehouse.
Oh, wait, Mush.
What?
It's not ours. We got to do this on the down low. Can't get caught.
Alright.
So wait for instructions, yeah?
Sit.
Please just plummet your ass down. Just literally it's like his bottom feet is going whoop.
I just sit down. Like that.
Excellent.
So this lake, is it like a pristine, gorgeous lake?
Nah.
Or is it like a horrible thing full of like
It's
effluent and
a
runoff?
horrible effluent runoff, industrial, chemical, factory runoff kind of little place. It's an affront to nature.
It's not something
To
you
be
want to
honest.
swim in.
You do not want to swim in this.
Yeah.
You
Good
can.
fishing.
Shit.
Don't get me wrong. You
Shit.
don't want to.
There goes my distraction plan of like at least 2 of us getting naked and diving in the lake and then be like, oh god! Ah!
That would
Distraction
still
plan.
equally work, yeah.
Well, no, as in you have the whole thing of like the guards come over and like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
They
be
would-
drunk, be
they-
stupid.
They would definitely say that if you jumped into this lake naked.
What the hell are you doing? You're gonna die.
Hope you weren't planning on having children.
There are like on the outside of this warehouse there are a couple of like lights up from here and there, and you can see that there is the main entrance at the back with the kind of big loading dock bay, and you can see that there is like one small side entrance opposite where you're facing, and this actually has a single guard that is not moving from outside of that. but you can see that there are probably about 3 in total. 2 wandering around, 1 on the door.
I assume they can see us.
I'm going to say at this point, just throw you a bone. This is only session 1. No, you guys can see them. They haven't spotted you yet.
I would point out I'm a large root. I sit there with a big sledgehammer, just sitting there
we,
staring.
Yeah, but
at
you're
we
in
wouldn't
the
be
town.
standing out in the open.
Yeah, you would say
open.
that.
Okay.
We'd be round a corner somewhere.
Yeah. Just say, I'm just throwing you
We're-
guys a bone at this point because it's session 1. No, they can't see you yet.
I don't suppose on the floor anywhere there is some kind of box, an empty box, just trash laying around.
With disguise written on it or something like that.
With disguise, actively
No.
throw at
No,
kilograms.
just some rubbish on the floor that like a box.
Small
Like
box.
a cardboard box or something? Yeah, sure.
Don't have to roll for it.
No.
Okay.
Just
Tend to
curious
be
what you-
delivering it.
Okay.
little
Like a
box.
pizza.
Yeah, with my hat on.
You want to
Right.
pretend to be delivering food.
I suppose it's.
I'm going to say that probably like in some of these back alleys that you've been walking through, there probably like here and there has been discarded like takeaway boxes. So if you want to put together something that looks like that, sure, why not? It's
Not a terrible idea.
it's not a shit idea. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I think it's a great idea.
It's
Okay,
not a terrible
sure. You,
idea.
basically,
You
you
can
managed to get enough stuff together to make it look like you're about to make a delivery. Sure, you can have
make a
that.
distraction and we can
I
go in.
will explain what my plan to the group.
They actually came up with a brilliant synergy idea for Colin and Jerry
Okay.
for one day.
All right. So you have your box. Are you going with him being the distraction?
It looks pretty distracting.
All right.
He's
On
the
that note-
tenderizer.
On that note, the tenderizer. On that note, we're going to go to break, and I'm going to let you guys just discuss what ridiculous plan you're going to throw at me while I go take a whiz.
Alright.
All right, cool. In that case, we'll be back in 10 minutes. And we're back. I totally 100% remember to turn the music off, so that's been going on throughout. Great, I'm really sorry for that. I totally warned these guys that we were coming back on air because I am that much of a pro. Okay. Right, you guys, I don't actually know what these guys have planned so much, so we're going to give it a shot. You guys, the last I remember, Colin, the tenderizer, has... That's so bad. You guys need to make like UFC-like things. They should be the second thing you do. Colin, the tenderizer, has collected a bunch of what looks like takeaway boxes, an equivalent of. Take it from there.
Okay. Right. So who's with me?
Me.
He's
Okay.
with me. Okay. I'm just gonna walk up to the guards. Food delivery.
What?
You ordered this, yes?
Okay, who are you going to? The guy standing alone by the door or the 2 patrolling?
2 patrolling.
Are you just in sight of the 3rd guard?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. One of them is a slightly smaller, kind of greenish-y coloured one. Possibly blue, but you can't really tell exactly because of the light coming from the lights around the building. And yeah, this kind of blue one just like looks at you and like clicks a little bit. It's like a, what? We did not order food.
You did not order this pizza.
We did not order pizza.
What types of heroes? They're not like warriors or anything, are they?
The kind of the smaller, bluer, kind of possibly greenish-y colour ones tend to be more like the scholars, the more kind of like thoughtful artisan types.
Well, this is not very helpful. Costs money, pizza, and
Is it paid for?
yes, it's been paid for.
We'll take pizza. It reaches out.
Thank you.
It takes the pizza from you. It
Anyone
opens the
planned
box.
anything further than this?
And one guy's just standing there with a big hammer, just waiting for something to happen.
It opens the box,
There's no pizza
and there's
inside.
no pizza in the box. It looks back up at you, looks in the box, looks back up at you, just closes the box. It's like, you can take the box back. There's nothing in the box. There's no pizza.
I saw.
And at this point, you see like the 3rd one just like getting a bit confused, and this kind of like larger brownishy one who's clearly is a soldier type, kind of like takes a couple of steps over, and he calls out as like a Rick.
I give a little wink to Mush.
No. I just bring up and bash one of them with the sledgehammer.
What the fuck?
Okay, where are the rest of you?
I was
I'm
hanging
just,
back, I thought.
yeah.
I didn't really... I
Hanging
don't know
back.
what's going on here.
Alright, the three of you are hanging back. You see this from a distance. You just see them have this interlace. You see this kind of like larger browner one, like take a couple of steps away from the door and it's like, Rick, what? And then you just see, boom! Right, take an attack roll for me.
I feel like this plan didn't go past the whole pizza part.
No, it didn't.
Alright, we're going to walk down with
What's
pizza
that
boxes and offer them to them. Okay, then what?
That was kind of as far as they had taken
6.
the thought process.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
What's that? Sorry.
6.
A 6? Is that all you have?
Yeah, my arm CC is like 4. No, that's my unarmed.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's the worst thing.
Could have just dropped the axe and attacked them yourself.
All right, you pull out you're like now, and you try and baff the blue one on the head, but the blue one's seeing you coming and just like, and your hammer just like like smashes into the ground, and you just become aware that you hear the sound of a running Irilist coming towards your direction, and the other Irilist standing nearby, which is also brownish in colour but not quite so large as the other one, will go to attack you because what the fuck?
While this is happening, can we
Yes.
be circling around and making our way to the door that the other guy was standing next to? Now he's run away from it.
Yes, you may. The three of you may indeed do
Yeah.
that.
Now there's actually a distraction happening.
Yeah.
The three of you, I want you to make sneak
Mhm.
for me.
3 of us? I thought you were both with him.
I don't know.
No,
Ah.
no,
The whole
no.
idea was originally I was going to sneak up on them, and then apparently I didn't go with them because they decided who was there.
You didn't shout.
You
I was
didn't
like,
say
Oh yeah,
anything.
no, I was like,
"Fuck you guys,"
screw it, I'll see what happens.
Alright.
I crit.
It's cool with me.
11.
You basically merge into the darkness.
I like the fact you told us you were coming with us. And then just like, yeah, I'm with you.
9.
9, 11, and a crit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You basically almost, because there's such a distraction going off at the other end, and the guy is running away. You can definitely make it into the warehouse, and I'll deal with you guys
It's not locked or anything.
once I've dealt with this fire. No, it's not particularly
Aw.
locked. Do you want it to? It's locked.
I have locksmith and I just crit my
Fine,
sneak.
it's locked. It's locked. And you guys sneak your way there, and like you go to open the handle, and at first you think it opens, and then it pings back into it's locked.
Is it a traditional lock?
It's a traditional lock.
Excellent. I want to pick the lock.
Fine. Here we go.
I get to use.
Did you bring your tools?
I have my switchblade, which I didn't know how to do it with. Somehow, don't worry. I know what I'm
He's a
doing.
locksmith.
I'm a locksmith.
Mm,
You basically just jam it in until it opens.
Oh god.
no, please no.
That's
no.
what they do. We've
No,
seen it.
but that's just no.
Using a bump kick.
That is what they do.
Let's
Actual
pretend
locksmiths.
I did
They
write
do-
it
they do-
down.
they do
but
just
I have
force the lock.
tools.
They do. Are you okay? Are you forcing the lock, or are you actually opening the lock?
I will want
Because
to
there is
open
two
the lock.
very different methods.
If you will allow me to say that I have written down that I have lockpicking tools, seeing as I also have a perk
Alright,
for
how long's
locksmith.
your hair?
My hair.
Yeah.
Do you have a hairpin?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I can't remember how long I said my hair was.
Okay.
You don't
Do you have a
need to.
hairpin?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. You take the hairpin
Very
from her
done.
hair. It's a traditional
Excellent.
lock. You take the hairpin from
You
her
walk
hair
up,
and
I
you
just
put
like, no, you don't hand it to me, I just...
it- Yep.
Hey!
Yep.
Dude,
I will
you
allow
took
that.
some hair!
I will allow that. If you're not
Dude,
buffed
stop
along.
shouting, we're sneaking, for fuck's sake!
And that's why she only got an 11 and not a 12.
So yeah, I try and open the lock.
Sure.
I get an 11.
You open the lock. It's a fairly simple 3-pin lock.
Just wanted to use it.
Okay.
Otherwise I'm never going to get you to use it throughout this entire campaign.
Oh, believe me, you were.
We're
And you're
going to
using
steal
it
lots
all
more shit.
the time. Okay,
Yeah, it's
you
okay.
guys managed to make it into the warehouse without breaking the lock, without busting it open, and you guys are within the dark. Well, you're within rendering. You other two, the Irilist that is standing next to Bluey, we'll call him. Fuck it. Here has a name. We'll call him Rick. Rick slashes at you because you tried to hit his mate, and the other person turned up with food. Sort of. So he's just going to go and attack you with his blade arm, and he did in fact, attack because I rolled the dice and I was waiting for these plebs to do their thing first. Yeah, so he's gonna slice at you with his somewhat sharpened arm, which I think in this case is one of those. Plus some of that. Oops, sorry. For 7 damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
3
Yep.
damage after endurance.
Oh.
His endurance is ridiculous. Bluey is too stunned to do anything. Like, what the fuck was that? And the other kind of guard has only just turned up. So, what do you guys want to do?
I am really confused what I'm doing. One, there should have been a pizza in this box.
I think you're trying to calmly explain it while I'm just like being swarmed by Lewis.
Two, I'm not quite sure what he was doing.
You said now.
Yes. Oh,
You're not there. Shh.
yeah. So,
I don't know. I was pointing at him.
yeah. It's I was trying to query where the pizza was, and then he whacked your friend in the face. This is all not how my day was supposed to go.
At this point, come here, little bug! Bashing the one that just attacked me.
Alright. Okay. Tenderosa, I'd like you to make a. Oh my god, I don't know. Make the mother roll charisma check. And mish mush mash mish. You can take a legendary point.
Yeah!
Because that's so against the meta of this situation.
I was about to say that surely deserves a legendary.
Yeah. Old school rules of when to award legendary points against the meta of a situation. That is so against the meta of the situation right now.
Oh dear.
Alright, how's your charisma roll go?
Who's?
Yours.
Oh.
Yours.
You're the one trying to convince them they're
That's
not
right.
here to do them harm while I'm attacking
I
them.
was so distracted with what else was going on.
Oh god.
I'm gonna use a legendary point. and
Are you sure
reroll
it's
that.
worthwhile at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've only got half a session left.
Why is that
so-
not
Yeah.
working out?
Meta! No, it's fine. I always burn them anyway.
That's not a botch. What was I doing? Charisma? 4.
I was about to say you can probably argue never mind. No, it was going to be the mother of all checks, and there's no way you have like a manipulate of like 12.
No,
So
it would have been
no,
7.
no. And she tried to calmly, explain the situation of why you're confused. Your companion just goes around and is like, "Come here, little bug." The 3 earless en masse just ignore you, and they just pile onto you. What are you doing?
I'm going to drop the hammer at this point and just start laying into them.
Which one?
The little one that attacked me, because he was the one I was going for.
The little. Oh yeah.
I say, come here, little bug, because he just like, I'm going, ha! I'm like, ah, bastard!
Okay, yeah. Fine. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
That's better. So 12?
Yep.
No, that's not right. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, 12. So 12 to attack.
Absolutely, you do.
Cool. 9 damage. As I just like backhand this little blue Irisk.
With your big fucking claws.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bring a hammer to a fist fight.
Huh?
I bring a hammer to a
I've
fist fight.
just dropped the hammer at the moment. That's-
I'm gonna drop the hammer. Yeah, for most people that's impressive. It's just like I'm actually gonna arm myself.
Hang a minute. I'm just arming.
Well, I asked him if I should bring the hammer and he said yes. But now it's getting in the way.
Okay. At this point, Bluey is somewhat roused into action, and he GTFOs. He gets the fuck out. He goes. He runs. And you hear him running off, like clicking and whistling, like. As he just like fucks off towards one of the other buildings in the area. As The larger of the two Irilisk now swing at your face. They don't quite understand what the hell is going on with the random human with a chef hat, but they're pretty sure that you're the dangerous one because you have the biggest fucking claws. So yeah, he's gonna go for you. Oh man, it's not good.
The foolish human is acceptable collateral.
Maybe. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I said all my dice. That's going to be a no. As he goes to swing at you with one of his arms, you just like see it, like feel it like whoosh, doesn't even like.
Can I just have it just come off my head and just like.
Okay, I'll change that so he goes to punch you in the face instead, because if he hit you with the side of his arm, he's going to cleave into you. So yeah, he just punches you in the head and you just don't even move. much like when we watched the Leicester's game, we watched like guy bounce off Tuolagi. Tuolagi gonna give a fuck. Yeah, you basically see that basically happens. Like, oh man. Okay, the little dude pulls out the gun that he's been holding. I did say they were armed.
Shit just got dangerous.
I did say they were armed. And you hear like a resounding gunfire shot going off, but it misses you by miles as he tries not to shoot his friend. Oh man. Tenderizer, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Drop the fucking boxes.
Oh yeah, they're on the floor now, and I'm gonna try and grapple the gun out of this guy's hand.
Go for it. Are you trying to grapple it, take it, or kick it out? Or punch it out?
Probably take it so that I can arm myself.
Okay, in that case, go grapple.
For fuck's sake. No, I'm gonna have to keep that one. I can't spend the other one. Botch.
A botch.
Yeah.
Andy,
Yeah.
could you pass me tissues?
Yeah, there was by Andy now. Because I no longer have a cold, it's no longer streaming, so there was. You botch. You proper botch. Okay. You go to grab. Oh man. Roll a D4 for me. You are 1. You are 2.
Mm-hmm.
The other Irilisk is 3, and 4 is a misfire.
1.
Me, what?
Sorry.
Roll the damage for a small gun.
Sorry.
8.
Sorry, I apologise.
Oh, that's lucky. 1.
Plus your small gun.
Plus my
Plus
my
your
small gun.
guns. Yeah.
So it's 5 in total.
5.
Yeah,
You
plus
take 5 damage.
proficiency because he's not trying to aim.
He's firing the gun. He botched.
Okay, fine.
Be happy I'm not having it explode in his hand like I did with the previous gun.
Why would I be happy whether or not that happens?
Oh yeah, you're not friends yet, so it doesn't really matter. I keep forgetting that. Mitch cares about no one.
I take a
It's
single
Snoots.
point of damage due to that.
And the bullet basically grazes your elbow. It's kind of gross. You're gonna have a bit of a scat there in the morning. Okay, it's now your go.
In that case, we run away, little bugs! And just start wailing on this warrior while he runs away.
The big one or the one that you hit before?
The big one. 'Cause
The big one.
He's dealing with the little one. They're only bugs.
In-game racism. Oh,
I love it. I'm enjoying this character.
this is so
It
awkward.
shows.
They're on your
So
side.
awkward. Yeah, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't. To be fair, he's probably not old enough. No
14.
one. He would be old enough to remember.
Oh, wait, is that right? No, that's not right. 11.
Numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he's right near you. You definitely give him a good clawing.
Cool. 11. Which really should have been easier to work out because it's exactly what I rolled mother does.
Oh my god, you are an idiot. You essentially just like claw, and you get him right in that soft spot between like the different carapaces, and you just see this fountain of blood just like splash back into your face, and you kind of like, "Ugh." And then you kind of become aware that this thing is laying on the ground, spurting its last, and then does spurt no more.
Oops. Broke it.
The other one is still alive, and it doesn't look too happy about the fact that its bigger, stronger mate has died, and that its little bluer mate has pissed off. So it's going to follow the track of the little blue one, and you hear it whistling and clicking and calling, much in the manner of the other one, but much more high pitched, much more scared.
I'm going to point after it and go, "You next."
Roll a manipulate charisma for me.
Is that not intimidate?
We got intimidate. I thought we just have to manipulate.
No, it's
But
intimidate.
You're both alright. Intimidate then.
Intimidate.
I don't have a character sheet in front of me. I'm not as prepared today as I was.
Intimidate what? Sorry, strength or intellect? Or is it my choice?
Yeah, I'm gonna say intellect.
Intellect, so that is 13 in total.
You see this poor little Irelis pick up speed. You see it stumble over a couple of non-existent rocks as it just like plows its way towards another building, screaming and hissing. Sorry, screaming and clicking. Okay, inside the building, you guys enter into darkness.
Is there a light switch? I
It's like
feel
a-
in the standard areas where a light switch would be next to a door.
You find what you probably
Yeah.
suspect to be a light switch. You turn it on, and you guys see like kind of the flesh and bulbs like ping, ping, come on, and it kind of lights up the area. Before you see around the edge lots of racking with a bit of air gap around the edge of it, and in the centre, having like most of these boxes clearly been cleared to the side and either onto the racking or rack close to it, you see two enormous cargo boxes. I'm not talking like the little ones where you think, yeah, you need 2 men to lift this. You're talking forklift lifting. These 2 boxes are huge.
Okay.
They have the writing property of BMAL written across the side, and you can see like little dockets stuck to the end of one of them.
Is there a forklift nearby?
There's a forklift, yeah.
Is there a form of transport vehicle nearby?
There is not.
Damn. Not even like a boat or anything on the
Not
water?
that you've seen.
God
There
damn.
is a forklift.
Yeah, but we can't drive a forklift with a massive crate through town.
Why not?
Because
You
the
can.
like property of B-Mal written down the side.
So?
You're not there, so be quiet.
Oh, okay.
What about if we put a sheet over it?
Can we please be wearing like black and white shirts, you little bastard, as well?
Oh wow.
And do like an over-exaggerated creepy walk down the street.
You can definitely tell that our previous characters were Black Ops.
Okay, you can definitely tell your previous character was shit.
Oh, it's,
I don't know, the last mission you guys undertook was pretty good, to a degree. It took you like 6 months to become a competent Black Ops. Completely forgotten a month and a half later.
Hey, these characters have no Black Ops experience.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
these
I
are
am
completely different characters.
painfully aware. So what do you 3 want to do?
So stopping it right, I think we've got a bit of an oversight here, guys.
You don't say.
What is oversight?
What? So
well, we
what
haven't
is
thought of
oversight?
something.
Cucumber, I did mention this earlier when you guys were at lunch as well. Like, how big are these
Like-
boxes? Well, my character wouldn't say that because he wouldn't think about it.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, what do you 3 do?
Cucumber it and we can think of it.
He did.
What do you 3 do?
So, anyone got a plan?
Right, I have plan. Load box on lift.
Mm-hmm.
Take box out of warehouse. Hide. Other place.
Mm-hmm.
And the other box. Go. 2 boxes, not in warehouse.
Okay,
Take it.
which other place? We
Who
need
cares?
we need to get these to
to get these to a
to
secure.
our gaff,
Yeah.
No.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the deal.
No.
That's what we have to do.
No.
Yeah.
You can't just
You can't just say no.
say no to this.
Yes.
It was our instructions,
No. We steal. We say, it's here.
and they say,
Go
"Why
get-
isn't it here?"
We
Where
say,
we said to
Go
put
fuck self. We say, it's stolen.
it. Yes.
We don't want here. Hard to take.
Well, we want
Ever
our
the
cut.
businessman, Snake Eyes.
Yes.
Ever
How
the
do we get our
businessman.
cut? We have to take our cut out of what we take back.
Yes. But we take cut after steal.
Hmm?
Right.
We
I'm gonna,
steal it. then take our bits.
I want to go
Let's take it all
outside.
anyway.
At this point, you guys become aware of a gunshot.
And lots of shouting.
That's probably right.
Do
And then
we,
you hear lots of shouting and
are
clicking.
we now hearing like R2D2's hottest like beatbox album?
Yes, you are.
The first
Is-
track of his new beatbox album.
Does this warehouse like actually back onto the water, as in does it have like
It
a
backs onto the
boatway?
water, yeah.
So you can see the water from
If you
inside the
open-
warehouse?
If you open the back, if you open like the back entry, yeah, sure.
Cool. Okay, can I open the back entry and have a look out and see if there are any boats in the water?
There are no boats in the water.
None at all.
Not where you are now.
Is there a nearby wooded area?
Oh yes, let's say there is, yeah.
Can I,
We could
poke,
hide them in the wooded area.
can I just poke my head outside in general and have a look, see if there are any vehicles of any kind
Yes,
nearby?
which I assume you're going out the front entrance now.
Yes.
As you stick your head out the front entrance, you
I see
become
an
aware
iris
that
go.
there is in fact, you see an iris, like you see the small blue iris go off into the distance, and then like probably about 10 seconds later you hear this go as this kind of slightly bigger one just like bolts after it, looking covered in blood and like rather unhappy. And as you see them rush off, yeah, you become aware that outside the front of this little warehouse there is in fact a small truck.
There we are, that'll do.
It's a small truck.
How small?
Like
Big enough
you
to
can
take
get
one?
one for sure.
That's right, 2
Two-
trips.
You can give it a go. I'm not saying you can't.
Right, well,
we
we've
could
got
hide
forklift
part of
and
it in the woods. Hide one part in the woods and take
come
the
back
other.
for it.
Yeah.
Some
Right,
action.
so new plan.
At
Yeah.
this point,
Excellent.
you guys are all kind of all back together.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Box in truck, box on forklift, different sites around town.
Oh,
Back to our place, yeah?
so that's the plan.
We could do that.
We've got to make sure we cover up what these are, because we don't want to be going through town. People looking out
So
the
you
window
go
seeing.
around town.
Yeah, we've got to actually get out.
Is
of town.
is there a sheet or anything in the warehouse at all?
Sure.
Excellent. Is the sheet big enough to go over the box?
Let's say it goes halfway down.
Halfway down?
You
Does
can
it,
put it on the top, but it goes halfway down the sides.
does
I
it
mean-
just about cover the logo?
Nah.
It's
No.
probably.
It half covers half the logo.
Let's be honest though, even if it was completely covered, a massive crate being taken through town or around town on a forklift is not a normal thing. When the authorities come and have a look for it, and somebody says, "Have you seen a massive crate anywhere?" People will.
Anyone
We'll
who
probably
is
say yes.
near the exit, anyone near the truck, anyone outside, anyone near the exit of this building, take a perception check from me.
I'm standing there looking at the truck at the moment, I guess. So.
If you're all outside, then you can all take it.
Is there in
Correct.
this building?
Oh, fuck mine.
Is there anything other than these two
Four.
crates?
Yeah.
Are there snoots in here?
No, there aren't snoots in a warehouse.
Oh no, I didn't know if this
I
was a
think I
snoot
may
farm
have
or not.
mentioned. Oh, by the way, there's a snoot in the corner you
Well,
can handily
there's
steal.
snoot food here, so I assume these
It's a
people own
delivery.
snoots.
Yeah,
It's a delivery. It's
it's a delivery. Yeah,
Parcel.
it's currently being held here.
But equally, they might be because they own snoots, and you often store the food near the animals.
Uh huh.
This is a shipment of food for the animals that hasn't been delivered yet.
Yeah, but
Nine.
these are two cocking great things. We have a crit of 9.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing this perceptions?
4.
4. Okay. On a 4, you become enamoured by the idea that this sheet should be covering the thing. It's not.
Why is it not?
Like,
Yeah.
why doesn't it cover everything? Gosh.
Is there another sheet I could tie it to?
There are plenty of sheets, dude. There are plenty of sheets. You, on your crit, become aware that that you can see the 2 Irilisks, the ones that ran off. They are now walking fairly quickly toward another building together from the one they were just at. And you can see a very big red Irilisk making its way towards you.
Oh fuck!
It's not running, it's just
It's big though.
walking over casually.
Hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
We could.
I grab another sheet and start tying it to the other one that I
so you
found.
can do that. Yeah, that's no
Trying to
problem.
make a big enough sheet to cover.
You find like 3 more sheets that does the job. You can cover
Excellent.
like this box in its entirety.
Excellent.
Can I start the forklift?
Sure.
I'll start the forklift up.
Do you know how to drive a
Start
forklift?
I'm gonna go with
farm
yes.
worker.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go yes. Farm
It's
worker.
not complicated. It's not a particularly technical bit of kit.
No,
I
You've got
completely,
forward and reverse.
I completely cover the logo of the box.
Okay.
that's the box you put the forklift into?
Well, we got
Okay.
to load one onto the truck.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to take it and unload into the truck because
Alright.
I assume you've already got hurt, but they're on the truck.
Yeah.
Just as an important point, though.
I cover the
Is
one that's
female
not
like
going
a
on the truck,
particularly
obviously.
important brand of food?
It's where it's being shipped to.
That's being shipped to B-Mail. Okay.
It's being shipped to B-Mail,
Okay.
which is why it should be important to you.
But anyway, first of all, why it's being shipped all the way. Okay.
You mean, why is it being shipped from a place where there is?
It's been shipped from a long way away. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
That's crazy cool.
This is premium
fucking
snoot racing. This is premium snoot feed, which is needed for the B-males who breed nothing but premium stock snoots and special breeding snoots.
Yeah.
We should steal some of that snoots.
Yes, but my thinking was basically that this bunch of Irilisk here with this very, very neato snoot feed, you know, maybe if we nicked it and drove through town, half the town would probably go, "Good for you, liberating that from those horrible Irilisk."
We can go back through the Nitu era.
I mean, you don't know. I mean, there's information here that would answer some questions, but you're just
risky.
sticking it on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am attempting to load it in the back of the lorry.
Take a. Nah, fuck it. You load it in the back of the truck. You don't need to take a check for that. Although it would be funny if you failed.
Then
I'll
once
tell
you've
you
done
what,
that,
this
load
first
the other
one
one
on the truck you can have for free.
Okay.
Then load the other one onto the forklift.
Are you guys doing anything about the oncoming Irilisk?
I was going to drive at them with the truck.
Okay.
Probably not a good idea. We need that truck.
I was torn between the truck and the forklift.
I haven't been
Yeah.
told about it
I'll
yet.
probably go for the forklift because we can maybe possibly get this
It's
second
going
one
to be the
onto a truck.
slowest blow down in history.
Someone needs to go drive the truck because I'm already driving the forklift.
Okay. At this point, you've got the box covered in the various sheets and blankets being loaded and has just been literally just placed onto the back of this truck when Irilisk has essentially made its presence known. And it turns up, it's carrying a little...
No, it's the
Very
other one
lovely.
that's got the sheet on it.
No, it's the one that's going in the back of the truck, that's what I just checked. And
Yeah,
he was
we
like,
just
yeah,
said yes.
No, the one that with the sheet on it.
is in the back of the truck.
It shouldn't have been though.
That's
That's what we
literally
just
what I
said.
just asked
Yeah.
him, and he said yes.
And you said grab that one. I was like, okay,
yeah.
That
that's
should be
literally
on the
what I checked.
forklift, the one with the.
Yeah, but
it's
it's not.
too late now.
It's
Oh, for God's sake!
It was on the forklift, and then you put it on the truck.
Because the first one I pick up on the
yeah,
truck
that's
goes
true.
into the
It
truck.
was in fact on the forklift.
It was
Now
on the
it's
forklift
truck.
for a time though.
Yeah.
You're quite right.
Now it's on the truck. Okay, so this sheet covered. God, this is
Idiot.
Let's be honest. This is exactly how this kind of mission will go. So the box covered in the sheet is on the back of the truck as
Yep.
the Irilisk, the big red Irilisk, turns up and makes his presence known. And he just clicks along. He's like, actually, I need to have him make a perception check first because there's a dead Irilisk on the floor.
That's quite a long way away though.
It's right at the side of the building. It's not a long way away.
It was by the main gate.
It doesn't really matter. He clanks up and he says, "What's going on here?"
We are taking delivery.
Taking delivery.
We're moving delivery.
We haven't got a schedule for a delivery to be taken from here. We're supposed to be taking it to the next cargo ship, taking them back to the, taking them all the way across the other system.
Yeah, exactly.
Express delivery.
That's what we're doing. They changed the order. They went out overnight.
Take a charisma check for me.
Manipulates?
You may take a manipulate.
Cucumber, if you join in, he has to believe it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Alright,
why I
so
send
we
you with
have-
him.
We have, as a state where during the break, we Dev and Corone put together an idea of their current synergy. The synergy being that whenever they work together to lie to someone, the synergy they get is the old school version of conniving bastard, which means the first lie uttered is believed, so long as it's not ridiculous. After that, it becomes more tricky.
I'm gonna just like sidestep like steadily, like so I'm right next to him and just go, yeah.
Is this all you're going to add to it?
Well, it's being part of the lie.
That's just standing there and saying, yeah, be a part of the lie, man.
Can I
Come on.
does it work if I make him part of the lie? Is it, yeah, that's just the muscle.
Nope. I
Ah.
want to hear something. Come on, man.
Okay.
Add to this lie.
It is a priority. We told your friend on the floor, but
I had
he
to
point
seems
out
to have
the dead
passed
one.
out.
Coming out the dead one, you idiot.
Oh my god!
What's friend on the floor? and he'll look around and make a stop, and then he sees your dead friend on the floor, and you just see him just like.
At this point, can I just look at her? Now?
Now, bitch, now!
God.
That guy's all like, slump out the floor, walk over and hit him.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
You can do it. Rip his fucking head off.
Oh look, we're diffusing the situation. Yeah, that's what your dead friend said to us. The one that we killed earlier.
Oh my good god! I will let you, if you have your legendary points, to take that back, dude.
He doesn't, he's only got
I've
one
got
left.
Oh, then yeah, it's too late. You said it happened.
13.
Oh my freaking god! 13.
You found him like that.
You hit him in the back of like the neck because he's looking down at his dead friend. Like, take an attack roll. Take a damage roll for me. Go for it. Oh my god, guys.
Hey, nice, maximum damage.
That's what I was doing.
13.
Max damage. Bam.
As you smack him in the back of the neck, he doesn't seem to react very much. You think, oh no, don't just knock him out. And he slowly just turns his head to look at you. He looks down at his bladed, very shiny, very sharp bladed arms and just jabs at your throat.
It's nice knowing you.
Yeah.
For a lot, yes. Okay. Set through that one. For 12 damage.
Okay.
How
Can
many
I
hit points
shoot
do you
at
have?
the
18 in total.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I actually have more hit points than you.
So that's 12 damage, yeah?
Yes.
12, 8.
Oh my god, guys, what are you doing?
Attacking an earless warrior
Yeah. Can I shoot at the Iris
with our
War?
base level gear.
Hey, I'm a large, strong Rutai. I can take him.
You're about to be a dead.
Can I like burn all 3 of my points and like wreck on this shit?
Nope.
You could burn all 3 of this, but to run him over.
Hopefully I won't need to
No,
burn
no.
all 3 to run them over.
Hang on, I
I
just
can
need
jump
to,
in the car, turn the keys and go.
just need to make a note.
Anyway, let me shoot first.
It sounded alright in my head.
Your
You're
dead
wrong!
friend over there.
Yeah, your
I
friend
got it.
laying on the floor covered in blood with a neck slit.
In my head, it was a great distraction, and he wouldn't link the 2 things together.
All you had to say is yes with the delivery company. That was it. That was all you needed to say.
10.
The fact that you managed to get it wrong twice.
Again, he's actually just standing there. He's just turned around and like smacked your mate. It's like, dude, what the frack? And just so you get a good clear hit at his chest.
Yeah.
Go for a roll for me.
What's
It's
the
highly armoured chest.
what's the damage on a small gun?
It
D8.
says on
Oh,
the sheet.
there
It
we
literally says
go.
on the sheet.
Yeah, sorry.
Make these things easy. We even write down how to calculate this shit on the sheet. Whatever.
Thank you.
There's no helping some people.
No.
Fuck you.
How long have you been playing this version of Spike? Numbers.
Oh god.
Numbers?
She rolled a 1.
What's your skill in small guns?
You,
Four.
what, are you rolling damage before you rolled a
5.
hit?
No, it's already hit.
Okay.
So you did 5 damage.
5, yeah.
5.
5.
So you did 0 damage.
You did 0 damage.
It's,
What?
it's heavily armoured.
Is there a rule you always take 1 point of damage?
Zero is.
Okay.
They made of armour.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought it was a case
As-
of... Oh, actually, no, it has better stuff.
Not fearless.
Well,
As
I
this
did
bullet
my
just
best, which is
pings
more
off.
than some of you could have done.
Okay. I'm gonna say the Irilisk is pissed.
Gets another
Yeah.
attack.
It kind of like looks down like, what? And will again attack you because you're nearest and squishiest.
Why does he get
and
2
most
attacks in a
nearest.
single round?
I'm sorry,
Why does he
Nick.
get 2 attacks in a single round?
He's
Why
badass.
doesn't he? Because he's a badass, yeah.
And you want to kill us all.
Allow me at
First
this point
session.
to say I've
sorry,
jumped in the
mate.
truck and driven away. I'm doing the job we were sent here for.
I would have thought you'd want to run him over, but fine.
I'm gonna say you can jump in the truck and start the engine. That's what you can do right now.
Oh yeah.
He misses unbelievably.
Nice.
As you feel like this blade go whoosh over the top of your head. Okay, you've jumped in the vehicle. You're starting the engine. What are you doing?
I want to jump in the forklift and try and hit him with that. I know it's not very fast, but I can at least like knock him over or something.
Okay, I'm going to say you can
Pretty
jump on
strong.
the forklift. I'm going to say it's probably already running because you probably didn't bother to turn it off.
Yeah, no, I just stepped out of it.
Excellent.
You're going to try and run him over, yeah?
Yeah.
In that case,
Try and push him onto it.
seeing him come, could I burn both my legendary points to lob this guy under the wheels?
I would have thought you'd
Oh,
want to like
forklift.
skewer him into
Yeah.
the forklift. Because the
I don't
forklift
think
isn't very
legendary
heavy.
to throw him onto the tines while the forklift just runs.
Well, no,
into the
because
lake.
then we'll be carrying up. No, the forklift's got the crate on it.
Has it got a crate on it?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. There's
No,
no
it hasn't
crate
got
on the
a crate.
forklift.
It hasn't picked anything
It's
up.
been put on
But,
there.
but we do need it to pick up the other crate.
Okay. Yeah, I
Once
was.
we've killed all the
Hang on,
guards.
that's not the thought process happening
No,
right
I
now.
was
What are you
lobbing
doing
under
now?
the wheels.
You were not lobbing
Literally, I
under
just
the
want to
wheels.
grab this guy and like throw him under the wheels as he drives towards him.
I was going to try and skewer him with it, but fine.
But that's okay, it doesn't matter.
It's
This
just
is
going to
what's
be like,
happening.
I'm just going to hit him with it. It's a doof. Oh, these wheels aren't built for going over things.
These builds up. That's, yeah,
These
knock it
wheels
to the
are
ground.
built for crushing.
Don't you both your legendary points?
That's not what they do.
Yeah, cool, someone's it down.
Okay.
Both your legendary points, he is knocked to the ground. You run him over with a forklift. Roll!
Just boom.
That's basically I'm trying to lower that thing. Oh shit, it's not
I'm
working.
gonna try and commit crushing damage.
Or
on
just
an
hold him down.
exceptionally armoured. Tell you what,
You just like tap him with a spoon trying to break an egg.
I'm just trying
To be
to
fair,
slow him
don't
down.
forget the forklifts are incredibly heavy machines.
Oh, yeah.
They have gigantic,
Yeah.
enormous engines on them and just
Yeah,
made of solid steel.
actually to be fair, if you know, being that they are quite, you know, there's quite a lot of heavy pneumatics in there. Actually, if it would be taller than the bottom of the pressure of the the height range of the actual forks themselves, you could try and crush him for sure.
Yeah,
As you
that's
see,
what I
it
was
looks like
trying
you try to run him over
Yeah,
and
I
you
was
see him
gonna
being
dunk.
thrown to the ground. You're like,
to. Well, I kind of push him along a little bit
Yeah.
underneath and I was like, oh wait.
Because forklifts go right to the ground because they need
yeah,
to scoop it
exactly,
underneath
exactly, yeah. So roll
Yeah, what do you roll for that?
3d6.
All I'm doing is pulling a lever.
Wouldn't it
Roll
just be-
3d6.
Okay. I'll just roll it 3 times.
Roll
1,
3d6.
5, 6, 11.
You've done some damage to him. You guys hear the cracking of his chest plate.
I'll try shooting him again.
What's Colin up to?
What can he do?
I don't know. What can you do?
Do you have any weapons?
No.
I thought you had a meat cleaver. I thought that was one of your things.
It might have been, but I've just realised my notes from my Mac aren't on here.
Oh.
So
What do you want to do? There's you can use the environment. This is what these guys have done.
Yeah, I haven't got any weapons.
Dude, it's a warehouse. There's definitely a crowbar.
To be fair, there's also
Damn it,
like
I'm trying to
a
grab
mallet
this.
laying next to me somewhere as well, so you can grab that if you want to.
Yeah, I'll grab the mallet.
Okay. You're gonna hit him with the mallet.
Yes.
Do
Okay.
you have any skill in
Make an
arms?
attack roll in arm CC. It's an everyday weapon, so it's literally just that plus your arm CC.
It's 8.
8.
The guy
He's
is
being
currently
crushed
pinned under
in
a forklift.
place. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Don't think he can defend himself, really.
Yeah, he's defenseless. It's not exactly a coup de grace, but yeah. Because he's covered in fucking armour.
5 damage.
You basically drop the hammer on his head and it bounces off.
Hang on,
How?
What?
you have 2 strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
Assuming you have any skill at all in arm.
Oh, 7.
7.
7. Oh yeah, then you drop the hammer on his
Right.
head and you basically hear the equivalent of someone's nose being broken.
Explore.
If he's
Whistling
defenseless,
away.
can,
Right, you've
can
done
I
a thing,
shoot
you've done a
him?
thing, you've done a thing, you're still driving a thing, yes, you do a thing.
Yay! I will shoot at him again.
Okie dokie.
Point blank. In
Point
the
blank
face.
in the face.
In the eyes. Your face, boo.
Shit. Reroll.
Legendary, yeah. I haven't used any yet. That's better.
Dirty humans with all their filthy luck.
12.
12, yeah.
A 12.
12.
Yeah, he's in place. Roll me some damage.
Five.
that's the second time you've rolled a 1 on a D8.
Yeah.
Ah.
The bullet bounces off between his nose.
God damn it.
Tink.
Tink. Yeah, he's just like looking up. You're like, come on.
He's got a bit of a headache now.
Can I try again?
Not right now. What are you up to?
I am going to pull out with the truck and just like wind them down. Just like, get the fuck out of there! What are you doing?
I was going to say my next move was going to be to go and calmly walk and sit in the sidecar of the
Yeah.
truck because
That's okay. In that case, yes, you in fact managed to, like, because you say it right at that moment, you basically like bug this and then just go and join him in the truck.
I was probably thinking of leaving this forklift on top of him, just jump on the back or something.
All right. Three of you in
Why-
the truck.
why-
What are you two up to?
Well, the inside, if you got a massive roof tile on the inside, then I'm not going to get in there, so I'll just sit on the back. With
no, I
the
was
crate.
thinking with the forklift you might want to go and pick up the other box.
Yeah, I was going
It's
to
not
say.
a very fast forklift to do a massive box. This thing will just get up and
also-
chase me down.
Yeah, and also the bloke that the Irelisk is still alive.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
get up
Don't
and
get
chase
me
me
wrong,
down and
he's
kill
still
me.
alive.
You can just keep driving forward. He is wedged underneath the front of a forklift.
Push
Eventually,
him along.
well, eventually he's going to turn to a smear on the floor. You have forklifts are ridiculously heavy. They are made
They
of
are
solid
very
steel.
heavy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing will be crushed to pulp
But
underneath.
however, you're in the truck. What are you doing? You've gotten out and gotten in the truck, right?
I can suggest that you pick up the other one.
I'm not going to go and pick up the other one while the Zeros is still alive.
I meant roll over the Irelisk.
I can try that.
Yeah.
You want to run him? You're now
But
going to
I'm
change
gonna-
tracks and roll him over.
I'm going to try and make my way towards the truck with the Zeros in the thing. It's just like push myself towards the truck, and once he's near, I just get up and jump in.
Okay.
Assuming he's still alive.
Okay, the
Wherever
Irelisk
he
is
is now.
still alive. You're going to drive the forklift towards the truck.
Yep.
And then get in the truck.
You're not going to bother picking up the other box and things.
No, Zeros is still alive.
I
And if
know,
do
that's
that,
what
I
I
have to
think-
back away and move away from him.
No, just run him
It
over.
depends
That's
on
what I'm
where
doing.
that's
I'm moving
That's what he's
forward.
doing. It's literally what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All right.
what
Roll
I'm moving.
roll 4d6. This is a bit of a trek.
2, 5, 8. Wow, that's below average.
What'd you get?
10.
A 10. All right. This Irelisk is still alive.
Grover, do you not have any legendary points?
I do have it. I've got 3 actually. Yeah.
Use 3 legendary
Yeah.
points. He is dead.
That means I have to burn all 3 of my legendary points.
Yeah, I burned 2 just to throw him in front of you, and you failed to run him over. Like, oh look, gigantic steamroller. I know. I'll put the
Yeah,
Irelisk
but
in front
I'll
of
restate. He is.
We
a
have to-
fucking
you have- you
huge
have
Irelisk.
time
to
burn them.
He is covered in armor. It's not a simple case as running over a human being. It is pretty much like unstoppable force meets, immovable rock.
Can I?
Until you break his
If
legs.
I'm gonna burn 3 legendary points, I'm not just gonna continue forward. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back away a little bit, and as he stands up, I'm gonna hook him under the arms, lift him up, and then pin him against the wall, and then keep going through. Basically, gonna drive him through the barn.
Okay.
Crash him through the barn.
Okay.
I-
You make a nice.
Having burnt 3, I will request that he dies during this.
Yes. Okay. For the sake of brevity, yes, you create a nice forklift hole-shaped hole in the side of this building, like a perfect silhouette of the shape of your thing, with like an occasional Irelisk arm poking out, like
I thought
Bugs Bunny
it'd
style.
be funny if you only have the 2 forks go through, and it just goes donk, and you just have this Irelisk shaped dent.
No, it's a perfect shape of your forklift with the occasional Irelisk arm perfectly through this. And yes, you hear a wonderful sound of cracking. You see his head basically pop, and you see lots of blood and gore and stuff. There you go. It's dead.
Yeah, and I get out and start stomping on the dead body. Going,
Sure.
"Fuck."
Alright, you've had your
Wow.
fun. Go and get the other package.
Roll a 1d12 for me. Odds.
Am I going to revive him somehow?
No. Odds. Your forklift is fine. Evens it is not.
10.
It's fine. You didn't bend any of the tines.
Wait, no. You said even it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh.
just,
In that case, yeah, you bent some
Wait, did you
forks.
say even it's
Dude.
fine, odd it's not? Or?
Yeah. Odds not
she
fine.
said it's fine, and then you changed her mind.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
idiot.
What did you actually say?
She said it's fine. Carry on.
I'm saying it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I play by the rules, okay? She said something, I follow that.
It's fine.
Plus having it broken is funny.
It is funny, which is why I said
But
it.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Lame.
Nick
Right.
the goddamn box.
I nicked the other damn box.
Alright, so you put your tines into the box, you lift the box.
Yeah.
You guys have
Now
a
what?
truck with a box, and you have a forklift with a box.
Follow us.
Wait, before we leave, I go jump into the truck I grab the sheet that is over the one in the truck, take the sheet off, and put it on the one on the
Is this
bloody
an open top
forklift.
truck? So they'll see that
Stolen,
one
who
anyway.
cares?
Yeah, I'll see one anyway.
They're both stolen and it's nighttime. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, so
I'm just like crazy bitch.
right, so the one on the forklift is being covered.
I don't want to go to jail.
So what are you guys doing now?
I'm sitting in the front of the truck recovering and going back to crap tonight.
I'm just like, dude, what happened to you?
I'm like bleeding all over the truck. like, oh. There's fucking bugs are sharp.
I don't ever tell you to smell great.
The snoots love me.
Oh no! Alright, so you two are having a Lauren Hardy moment in the front of this truck. What the rest of you guys? Are you guys making tracks? Where are you headed to? Splitting the party? Are you going to the woods? Are you going straight back home?
I'm
I'm
going
going
Straight
back.
home?
We're going home, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go home?
Yes.
Everyone's going directly home.
Yeah.
Well, maybe go, a little bit sneaky.
We're not driving through the centre of town in a stolen truck with
No.
stolen
No.
cargo.
Kind
So
of what I
we'll
was
go
checking.
through,
Yeah.
back
We'll,
streets.
we'll
and
go the
things.
back way, yeah.
Why
Alright,
didn't you go through? Didn't you say go through the Nito quad and throw off any Iridisk investigators that come?
Well, it's a Nitu business that's plastered on the side of it.
Yeah. We've
So
just
they
killed a
won't
bunch of Irilisk who are guarding it, so we're taking it from a bunch of Irilisk.
Who were delivering it to Nitu. It's
Yeah,
just
but
a neutral thing.
yeah.
But the only thing that matters is they had the box stolen from them, not necessarily who was going to.
I think it's night time. I imagine there's not many people around, so we just take the back streets where there's not much happening.
Basically, my idea is we
We're
don't have
probably
the Nitu driving the truck with a Nitu business plastered all over
I
it.
mean, to be fair,
Good
your
plan.
average
Yeah.
person walking along the street isn't going to give a shit about this big thing being moved
So
because it's
You're
being moved.
going through the town.
If I saw a
Back
truck with
streets
a
of
big
the
thing
town.
being
Back
moved,
streets
I'd
of the
be
town.
like,
That's
"This is a
fine.
big
Back
thing."
streets of the town's all I need. Okay, anyone who isn't driving,
I'm
take a
driving.
perception check for me.
Oh, I'm good at that.
No.
You're rolling a lot
10.
of ones.
11.
3.
3, you're probably just too busy looking at this giant sign that says "Beamer, I've just been stolen," written on the side of your trucks. Whereas you two got 10 and 11, you notice that there are. You notice a couple of. You notice a particularly large Rutai. You notice a couple of. Yes. Let's double check exactly what they're composed of.
Part Rutai, part Nito.
Meat.
Rutai. There's a meat. Meater.
They made of meat.
Okay, you see a couple of Rutai and a couple of Irilisk turning up. As you are going, they're turning up to this warehouse, and they seem to be looking around like, what the hell is going on? They don't notice you as you kind of turn the corner. You notice they haven't seen you guys, but you're well aware that someone has turned up to investigate this. Whether they came because they were summoned, or whether they came for a totally different reason, you're not sure, but they seem annoyed.
Lucky we didn't stick around to investigate, or we'd have bumped into them.
Indeed. You become aware that these people are annoyed. And I'm going to say that whoever got the higher, 11,
Yep.
you're going to remember what this Rutai and what this particularly, let's not be crude, let's not be like coy, particularly fat Ironisk looks like. You aren't going to forget their looks. You will remember. The tenderizer will remember this.
The tenderizer, remember.
Forget.
It's from Telltale Games. We'll remember this.
Fat.
You'll remember particularly fat Ironisk and the Rutai. Alright, you guys make it back to your place fairly unscathed.
Excellent.
Bar the bleeding to death Brutai.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys have arrived. What do you want to do?
I'm
Okay.
Put me back together.
I guess we need to put it in the barn or in the
Just put it
farmhouse
behind one
somewhere.
of the big buildings.
Yeah.
You can't put it in any of them.
You can
None
put
of them are big
it.
enough.
You can put it
probably.
in the Snoot building.
You could fit one in there. You could stack them in there.
Yeah.
You have a forklift.
Yeah, we now have a
The
forklift.
forklift will
Yeah.
definitely fit in there.
You
Hey,
now
look.
have a forklift! Yay!
You should
we can
probably
sell it.
also remove our share.
Well, that is our share.
No, this
No.
is the whole lot.
That's
they
the
will
whole
come
lot.
and take what they want, and they'll They'll allocate our share for us.
I thought we were
I
meant to
imagine.
take the share.
Well, what I was thinking, you take one box as our share, one for them.
We'll see what they say.
Well, they said take your
We'll
share.
see what they say.
Yeah, they said take your share.
Alright. Yeah, we'll take one.
Why don't we just open the boxes and see what's in it?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Might help.
Rather than going like, yeah, we've got this snoot food, we open it, it's like full of smuggled guns.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck. This is what my family's into.
I'm
This is
like,
worth
who said
so
that?
much more.
I'm like, shit, can't eat that.
You guys bust open one of these. Let's say you bust over the one which had the dockets on, you bust that one open, and you see that inside is just, you would recognise to be absolute top quality premium snoot feed.
I remove all the dockets that I can find.
Good idea.
Is it in like smaller
They got
packages or is
burned.
it just loose?
No, they're in smaller packages for sure. Couple of kilo bricks sort of thing. Traditional snoot, fair I guess. They're kind of like a pellety mix of stuff. They're also a little damp, moist. And as soon as you kind of like take one out, you two would know specifically if you were to break any of these open, this would send your snoots bananas. It would smell heavily of blood.
It smells great.
It smells glorious to you.
How long worth of food do we have in
The
a
entire
crate?
lot for your three.
Yes.
For your three, it would probably feed you for a good quarter of a year.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of money.
Yeah.
We can keep one of these crates.
It
Like, he
depends
said a
on what
few
they
boxes,
meant by.
so our share is some boxes from inside one of these crates.
Are they individually boxed or?
What
Yeah,
what
and
did
then
he
you
actually
just-
say?
We just said we take our share.
Take
We
our
didn't
share,
really
yeah.
Specify how much.
He said you take some, leave the rest for us.
There's some.
Mm.
What are the crates made
Half
out
is
of?
not some.
Wood.
No, half is not some, half is
Wood.
half.
We can maybe haggle.
Well, I was thinking.
How about we
I-
take some and
For
then
an
offer them
investment.
the rest?
Yeah.
Or just take half and then
Offer them a crate.
offer him a crate, yeah.
See,
Give 'em a crate
see,
back.
See what they say.
if
If
we
they say they
do,
want more, we give them more because I ain't dealing with that.
if we do get to keep crate, use wood to repair.
Yes.
If
Oh,
they
we're keeping
if
the
they
crates.
try and ask
Don't
for
worry
more, we
about
could
that.
always say, "We'll give you more if you win it back gambling."
You should put a name on it.
I mean, it's almost definite we're going to have to break these boxes down because they've got a fucking great logo on them.
All right, let's open up the other box before we.
It's full of exactly the same.
Okay.
Premium snoot feed.
Now, there is
Alright.
one important question at this point. Is the truck that we stole, does it have like sides? Is it like pickup truck styling with sides?
It's a pickup truck for sure, yeah.
Excellent. What we do is we empty one crate into the back of this pickup truck and go, here, it's a free truck to take it away with. That way we don't have to deal with the stolen truck.
Do you
They
want to do
take
some character,
everything. Oh, just sort of,
You're a character, man. That's what
Right.
there. You're saving it. You're smart enough. You're smart enough to do this. Do it.
Okay. Right. We dump this in truck.
Uh-huh.
We take what we want. We dump stuff in truck. Looks really good, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Truck goes away. No longer my problem.
Yes.
We use crates for fix building. For fix roof. Fix your bedrooms.
That's an excellent idea. Why
I-
didn't I think of that?
I
I-
return
I-
the room. Goodbye. And I take one of the bags and walk away.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, one of those hospitality rooms is mine.
And also, you're sticking around while we do this.
Sure,
Help
sure,
out.
sure. I managed to fit to the main building.
As you start walking around, just poke you with a claw. Oi!
Yeah, if anyone's going to rest, I think Mush can rest, but fucking hell, not you. You did fuck all over there. You just tried to run away with our food. Basically. You shit.
Not
I
my
like
fault you
that.
didn't forget job.
I like your plan, but let's fix the shit first.
Alright.
Mush. Fix shit.
No, fixing shit's going to take a long time. This we need done by tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we just break the stuff down, put it in the back of that truck and give them the truck.
Yeah.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
So,
That's what we do.
you guys break down the break down the boxes.
Yep.
You put one box worth in the back of the truck.
Yes.
Crate worth.
One crate
A
worth.
crate worth, yeah.
Thank you. You put one crate worth in the back of the truck. Would you do the rest of it?
We
Put it up in the storeroom, up on where Mush's stuff
Okay,
is.
that will severely reduce how much room you have in your bedroom.
It's okay, I'm willing to replace my bedding with this temporarily.
And then lay on top of it. That's amazing.
Try and pay over it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it would
So
be.
this
It
looks
would
like we have
literally
a
just
hayloft
be
still.
it would be stacks of crates of food and hay and stuff because it would be upstairs so the snoots, if they
Okay.
break out, can't get to it.
Alright, so
Good plan.
the idea being that you hide all this behind the hay, and that your bed hay is basically being used to rest of this, and you just sleep on the thing. Okay, so you managed to hide all of this snoot food up in the lodge.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have about an eighth of a year's worth of food.
Did you say a quarter of you?
Yeah, you said a
That was for
quarter.
all of
That's
it.
for all of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We can't keep.
1/2.
Yeah.
I
I thought it was it was a quarter for one crate.
no, that's for all of it.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yep. I don't want you to be that one off.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
please.
much better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than the sort of you
It'll
found
keep our snoots alive until we can actually get some money coming in.
Yeah.
So you have roughly that.
Is it edible to humans? Snoot food. It's just meat, right?
It's not kind of just meat. It's kind of like a pellety mix, but it's covered in like a slime, like a jelly,
So, we wouldn't
so
really
that they
want
would smell it and eat it and be like, "Oh, this is really cool. It smells like that." No.
So
Hey,
that'd
someone's
be-
called me. Premium snoot feed, but you could eat it. You wouldn't get a lot out of it.
Would it
You
be
could eat
better
it.
if we cooked it first?
No, because it's the pellets. They're
Still
kind of-
just be as.
Is that going to be about 2 months worth of food?
50 days, apparently.
Can we just say 2 months to make it easier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Say
Months
2
are
months.
No, there are no months in this system.
Oh, no.
No.
So you just work out how many days.
Years are subdivided into the seasons, which is 100 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are 400 days,
4 seasons.
4 seasons.
So
We
it's
have,
50
we have
days,
half a season's worth of food.
You have half a season worth of food.
which is better than
Excellent.
nothing.
It is better than the fuck all you currently own.
Yes.
It's 5 weeks.
Right.
Premium as well. It might even make them better.
If we leave the truck to the side of the main building, the nice building, then they don't have to go
Hide the fuck
anywhere.
out the truck.
Yeah.
Bring the truck out when someone comes to collect it.
I know that's
Don't
why
leave
I'm,
it where anyone can see it.
Are there any identifying markings on the forklift? Any?
Nah.
Does it
Generic
have any?
forklift.
is there any identifying marks on the truck? Is there any identifying marks on the actual truck?
Thank you.
What was that?
Someone either following or hosting, and I think someone just raided us. So
Ah, thank
welcome,
you.
racers, raiders, hosters, followers. You're
People.
good.
You
Welcome.
just missed that we now have 50 days worth of snoot food.
Oh my god. Right. So you're putting all. You've done it basically as we have discussed, one way or another.
Yeah.
Is there any identifying marks on the actual truck?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Everything is basically they're just truck. It's a truck.
Does it?
It's
Did you have
a
license
forklift.
plates or anything like that?
Probably. Yeah.
Take it off.
We'll take those off. Yeah.
It's a farm truck.
Sure.
License
What
plates
are you-
break
what-
off all the time.
What are you going to do with the license plates now then?
Use them to
Burn?
fix stuff.
Dispose of them.
Thank you very much.
Use them to what?
Fix stuff.
Yeah.
Ah!
Attached to something.
Thin slate of metal.
Alright,
It's like a roofing slate,
so
maybe.
next morning comes around. What do you guys want to do?
How do we contact our guys?
Did he give you anyway?
Didn't seem to.
There you go then.
Gonna contact us, I guess.
Well, he did say it was going to be tonight, so he knows that we've either got it or we fucked up.
Yeah.
It'll be here today at some
Anyway,
point.
did you fix me up last night after we finished moving shit? Because I am like falling apart, and slashed to crap.
Probably not.
Because I was poking you and being like,
Yeah, you did also stop me going and having my dinner.
yeah,
so-
I would have kept it. This wouldn't be a case of I just stopped bothering you. It would just be a case of just me following you and poking you. Like,
All right. In what years you die?
Whoa! I saw that kind of fall off the table.
hey, no, you didn't. You saw a 9.
Ah,
I did not see that. I saw
Yeah,
someone.
You know what that was? That was synergy.
Synergy called dice catching. They don't botch when it lands on the floor.
You can each have a legendary point for that cheek. And you can have your hit points back
Thank
because
you.
of that cheek.
what's it? Was a 14.
Nice.
I live again.
My god, guys. My
Actually,
god.
have really good endurance saves.
Okay, so anything anyone else
Puzzle.
wants to do to ruin my life this evening?
I'm going to attempt to eat one of the packets of Snoop food.
Ooh.
Oh, you can definitely
My
try.
dinner. Hooray.
You've eaten some Snoop food. Doesn't really do much good.
I'm going to feed some.
It fills a hole.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it's not great. At
It's,
all.
it's just, it's literally just a time. It was my time of the week to eat.
it really didn't do much for you.
You ate a bird yesterday. What are you on about?
You went bird yesterday.
Yeah, I was only a little bird.
So you can catch a couple
Well,
more.
I'm gonna go back up again the rest of the night. At least you're fed for a couple of weeks. Alright,
I'm going to feed the Snoots.
Jerry,
that's fine, yes,
Yeah.
push go.
you're good at gambling, right?
That's what I do. That's why I'm here. I thought.
Do you know,
And you know, good at killing Iridis warriors. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
do you know anywhere we could like go and make a killing?
We just did. Oh, you mean gambling?
Yeah.
Oh,
God's sake.
As a non-me kind of thing, it might be worth like having a few of these things on display so that when the guy comes to pick it up, we could be like, we took our cut. Otherwise, if he comes and sees we haven't taken any,
Point. Put a few boxes out. A few small boxes
I
out.
mean, I have just fed them, so I could just leave a few down there. If someone tells me to, I probably wouldn't think of doing it on my own.
I was actually thinking that earlier as well. I just forgot to say it. So let's pretend I said that,
Thinking what?
so they'll see that we've taken our cut.
Oh, we fed. If you open 3 and we feed them to the Snoots, I've had one we can just leave 4 unopened ones and go, we've taken our share.
Oh, so like these kind of like cratey kilo-y things, like there'd be more than a single one on each of these kind of separate boxes. So if you ate an entire box,
Oh, God, no.
you fucking explode.
No, I'm thinking
And
about. We
thanks, Gary,
have,
for
we,
flipping
have,
that.
we have like a kitchen and fridges and shit. I've tried it.
But I'll say
It
that
smelled great.
I've left a few out easily visible so that when the guys come to collect it, they're like, oh yeah, you took your cut, rather than be like, you don't seem to have taken any.
That's weird.
Okay. Alright, either way.
Right, these bags of Snoot food.
Yeah.
They've got like logos and stuff on the front.
Not really, no. Like
They're
the
just
only
like
real,
plain
like
pack.
only was it was like initially the box,
Right.
and then the boxes that each of those kind of big ass bags come in, but the actual bags themselves aren't labelled or anything. They're just
Okay.
it's a bag of Snoot food.
I'm gonna take one of the bags to the irritated Iridis.
Alright.
What?
What?
It wouldn't be a good idea.
Seriously? Why?
Because
Why?
the
What?
I was going to try and sell one.
the
What?
We need
Someone's just
The
a
fat-
box
you mean
is
the
going to
fat
come
ones?
stolen. You suddenly turn up like,
No, that's
there's
why I
bags of
just.
stolen food.
no,
in it.
That's why I just said. That's why I just asked whether there were any labels
not,
or
no.
anything on
So
there.
you could literally take the bag
So,
and go in and try and sell it if you want. Yeah.
yeah.
But surely
Isn't it?
it's clearly premium food.
It's clearly premium Snoot food, yeah, but you can go sell it if you want. Yeah.
I would suggest
we
maybe
need that.
lying low a little bit if you're going to do that.
Okay.
Maybe
And
wait
we need
a
Mark
week.
this plan for later.
But yeah, it's definitely
Also,
a doable thing.
It's only Snoot food. It wouldn't be good to people. It's like going
Yeah.
into a
Yeah.
pack of premium chicken
But
food
he's-
and going, who wants some
I'll-
nice
I'll-
chicken
But
food?
I'll rephrase that. He'll be exchanging it for, I assume, Calbrick.
Yes.
And how much Calbrick do you guys have currently?
Apparently 6. About half a dozen. So.
Again, the only person who thinks about getting actual Calbrick.
Yes. that was
Good
the plan.
Yeah. He's genuinely
Right.
thinking like we can get Calbrick, we need
Yeah.
Calbrick, and this is the only thing we have. It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, but probably not right now. As
Okay.
I said,
I
if you
should
try and
look
sell something you've literally
I should
just
make a note.
stolen,
Yeah.
kind of in trouble.
Also,
Good
we
point.
still have like the truck of it sitting in our farm.
Yeah.
Once we've got rid of the evidence, then that's fine. Because
Exactly.
if people
It's,
come snooping around, we'll be
No,
okay.
it's definitely a bookmark plan, but probably, as I say, not right this second. But yeah, that's a good plan. Note that you've taken one.
Okay.
We'll say that's a freebie. You can take that one without having to fuck around with your numbers.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. As a throw out there to you guys, you do need to keep track of things like food for your
Seriously.
snoots. You will need to do a lot more bookkeeping in this enterprise because you are building a criminal enterprise.
I've got it noted down that we've got 50 days worth. so-
Okay, so for each day passes, you need to track that that has gone.
Real days or game days?
Game days, not real
So
days.
the week between our sessions doesn't count.
No, because it won't be a week.
Excellent.
But there will be time jumps and time skips.
But also, we can actually be doing stuff during those time jumps to actually
Yes.
Yeah.
be there. Yeah.
But you do need to keep a track of these things. Yes, so unfortunately it's a mini accountancy game, but you've decided to throw at me a campaign based on Snoots and being a criminal empire and having a legit business too. I will make you pay for this shit, and this is one of the ways I'm making you pay.
That'd be interesting.
Anyway, I was asking Jerry, do you know anywhere we can make a killing gambling wise?
There's a few pubs. Couple
No,
of inns nearby.
you would know of a ring.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know of a ring.
I know of a ring.
Excellent. After we've sorted this thing out with the 7 dogs, shall we go and make a bit more money so that we can start fixing shit?
Is it like a high roller ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'll take our 6 Calbrick.
Uh,
It's like walking into a high roller casino with 50p.
right. How much do we need?
It's probably buying about 100.
Correct.
100 cowbrick.
You got a ring I could fight.
I mean, you didn't really show off too well last time. I wouldn't really. Well, I guess we could hedge our bets against you.
Should we wait until,
That's alright.
until he's healed up a bit?
He's healed.
3 was alright. 4 was a bit too much.
Alright, we can fight Mish. We can go to your gambling ring. But we need to come up with the 100 to start with.
They patch him up. We sharpen claws. We do something about the face. Maybe a mask.
At this point,
Maybe a big cape.
your mate Gritnock turns
Okay.
up, middle of the day.
No capes.
Ah, Gritnock, my man. How's it going?
Do
Not
not fist
bad.
bump him. It hurt.
Did you
Yep. Want to come see?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What I'm here for. And you see him snap both a couple of his claws together, and you see that there is a couple of guys in a truck behind him, and they drive the truck towards.
Oh no, we got that covered. We even did that for you. Yeah.
Take me to this.
We
Let's
don't
see
do
what's
half a
going
job,
on.
mate. You want to use this again? We always go all the way.
And you arrive. He sees the truck. He sees the unboxed snoot feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone covered the snoot feed? We've
Yeah,
just
it was
left it
covered.
in the...
We had all the tarps and stuff.
There you go. Perfect. He lifts the tarps. He has a look at them. And is like, "Did you get both the containers?"
It was a bit of trouble. We kind of had to drop a couple, but yeah, we got most of it.
You dropped a couple of the.
Yeah, I had a problem with the box. Kind of fleeing.
The kind of problem with a box that kills a few people.
Just a few, yeah.
Damn troublesome box.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I just point at the giant scale, like the stitches.
My inner nerd is currently going, "It was a mimic?" Yay! Alright, so
I just have an image now of him walking out the hayloft like a sling. Oh, going inside.
So did you get the second box?
Like I said, we've got most of it. And so we've taken our share is yours.
Let's renegotiate a bit. Let me inform you what the stakes were.
Right.
We had 2 boxes.
Right.
We're going to have 2 boxes and we're going to give you take a bit of a share.
Yeah, which we've done.
That's an awfully big share.
What are you talking about? There's like 3 boxes there. It's not a big share. Look how many you got.
He walks over and has a look. Looks at that as 1 crate plus 3 boxes does not make 2 crates. Now, unless you're telling me that
I mean, we got your truck as well.
We told you we had trouble with the box.
Yeah,
The
we
box-
didn't have any.
The box didn't eat the rest of the supplies.
Cucumber. He only said get the boxes. He didn't say how many.
It's true, you never actually specified how many boxes there were going to be. We only got a little truck. We didn't even have
Now
the little
look,
truck.
Shark, are we really going to quibble over very small words when you knew exactly my intent?
I mean, it's still a box out of nothing. What did you pay for that box?
Oh, we paid a lot for this information.
You
That's
could
what I
pay
wasn't
more.
Yes.
More than the box worth?
I'm sure we can come to some form of agreement.
I like the agreement being rather than giving the 600 cow bricks in 4 weeks' time, do it in 2, and I'll let you keep the rest. I'll take that as an improvement. Alright, boys. And then one of the boys jumps out, gets in the truck, and you see Gritnut get in there at the back of the truck, and they are gone.
Right,
We're
we
fucked.
need to work fast. Let's go to this high roller.
Guys.
Let's go to this high rolling casino then.
So we need to times this 6 by 100 in 2 weeks.
And on that
Pants.
note,
Gambling.
I think it was a perfect point to stop.
Yes.
Might be
Right,
a little
we
bit
are
early,
fucked.
but that I think may be the perfect point to stop.
Right.
If you want to play this little game, as a good friend of mine once said, hold my beer.
He had no reason to suspect we had anything bad going on.
He knew how much he was going to be there.
Yeah, doesn't mean we managed to escape with it.
Doesn't matter.
We literally told him we didn't escape with it all.
Still.
I'm
Either
sure
way.
he's killed him.
We
Either
should-
way.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I think next time we should go and nick some of their stuff and sell it.
I don't think that's a good idea either.
No,
Why not?
they'll know it was us.
No, it won't.
Yeah, they will.
They won't know it's
Well,
us.
that definitely helps up in what it is I'm going to be doing next week
I
then.
mean, we're a budding criminal empire. They are a fully blown criminal empire.
They must have some good shit to
Let's do
steal.
this. They will squash you like a bug and not worry about it.
I think we should start with things like gambling and make money that way.
Gambling in nightclub. I
The
think
people
we
we owe money to are the people who run the gambling rings.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you literally did.
You said that
There
they
are
are
two
the
gangs.
specialist gamblers.
We could go to the other gangs.
But still, it doesn't matter. We can still
Because
win
we only
money.
owe money to the 7 dogs, we don't owe to the other ones who they
It
were.
doesn't
He
matter
does.
who owns the gambling ring,
Oh, yeah.
though. We still win money off it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either way,
we weren't willing to front
Let's
that.
do the run round and outro, shall we? Because this game was absolutely ridiculous.
So fun.
As
I love
usual,
this game
we
so
will
far.
start
I like
on
my character.
my right hand side.
I'm Dev. You can find me at Dev_BTP on Twitter, sort of.
Boom.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm really liking my new character. It is interesting in a very different way
Yeah.
than my previous one.
Very different to your other
So
character. I
different,
do
but I
like
like
it.
it.
It's very funny. Alright, cool. Let's head around then.
I'm Killikitten. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Killikitten21. I'm really enjoying Sandra.
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 Sandy.
Andy.
She'll eventually go to Sandy as she gets more and more criminal.
Oh, Dad. Sandy there. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Trying to lead the group a little bit, but
I gave up
Yeah.
that shit years ago.
yeah,
Sorry, I kind of took over a bit.
a little bit.
He's a bit mouthy. He's not actually taking over. You still
He's
have
just
control,
mouthy.
but he's just
Yeah.
mouthy.
Yeah,
He's
he's just
He's
mouthy.
the mouth, yeah.
But to be fair, it's good to have you, and eventually I probably will try and sell you.
Yeah, don't feel bad. She's going to try and sell you.
So far, I haven't had any
She's-
opportunities to use my sexy perk.
No.
But
You can,
I'm not going to
try.
sell you,
You
but
could have seduced us here at this.
yeah,
yeah, I'm not going to sell you. I'm just going to sell your
Gonna rent you a bit.
wares.
Maybe that's why the boss puts up with you being gobby.
I'm going to sell you. I'm going to rent you.
It is why
I
the
don't know,
boss
she's,
puts up
she's a
with
bit
what
short
is-
for me.
It's a bit
Hey.
short, yeah. I mean, that's more than
I'm
that's
6
more than
4 foot.
yellow pages.
I'm
Only
6'1".
4 foot.
Yeah, I'm
You're
6'1".
4 foot tall.
Yeah.
She's
My God.
She's tiny. Maybe she's the
I'm
no
seven-
capes.
I'm
from-
7 foot tall. You're
I'm
literally
in
to
charge
like
of
my
you all.
waist. You're literally to like my waist.
I know, I'm in charge of you all.
Yes, she was literally no capes woman from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Vera
No,
one.
okay.
There was
You're
actually a
away.
bit we said that as well.
yeah,
He was like, the fighting ring was like, yes, you can wear a cape. I was like, no capes.
wow, maybe this needs to become the new like thread line for this, like only falls and Snoots. No capes. Alright, round to the other end of that table.
Yes, I'm Corone. You can find me on Twitter at Corone_BTP. You can also find information about my films at jqs.org.uk. Yes, that's quite a fun session. I'm quite enjoying Colin already, and I think he is already much more methodical
Yeah.
than,
Really?
than Teppit.
Yes, he is.
It's not the word I
No,
would
the-
use.
the-
but-
When he can extract his foot from his mouth.
Well, I'd like to point out that the mistakes I made tonight were Corone making the mistake
Yeah.
and not actually the character putting us in
To be
shit.
fair, your character is the only one that's actually made any money.
Yes.
Well, it's going
He's
to make
about
money.
to
And
make
is going
money.
to make. No, he made 6
Well-
Scalbrick.
No, he didn't.
Huh?
Like,
No,
we
I haven't
already had
worked a
that.
shift yet.
Oh, you haven't
He's
worked
on
shit.
No,
shift, yeah.
I've got the job.
In the way
Um,
that
But you did also come up
But
with
yeah.
a plan as well.
I did come up with a plan, and
Yeah.
it kind of worked.
Well,
We got the
You
crates.
came, you came up with half a plan.
Yeah. So
Half the plan.
I think it's good, and I'm enjoying playing a character that in my opinion, can give a bit more to the group as a whole
Yeah.
than Tepid, because
Than-
Tepid
than-
was
than
kind of on
Mad.
its own. Yeah.
Mad
Yeah,
father.
it's
So
insane.
and yeah, I hope.
I'm looking forward to what I have planned for y'all. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait till next week.
Cool. Next one round.
I am Tech. You can find me on Twitter at tech_BTP. And yeah, you can find me on bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk and gvstudios.co.uk. And yeah, I'm really enjoying playing a low intelligence character again. It's been a while since I played one, and they are hilarious to play with.
You're actually very good at them.
Yes. And yeah, it's really fun to not have to overthink situations. It's like, we need a thing. Okay, I get a thing. No, you can't just take that. It's like, and watch. It's like,
He's our Groot.
Now?
It's been a long time since Grok's the off-grid.
it has,
Yeah.
yes.
Instead of an incredibly subtle saying it's now?
That's the whole point. Is like, he doesn't really guess it.
Yes, now.
I want to make sure. I don't want to just like go in there like bull-fisted unless it's the right thing to do. So I check first.
That's good.
But yeah,
Love it.
good fun.
Cool. Good. And round to you.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Thirsty. You can find me on Twitter at thirsty_BTP. You can find me on bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk. You can find me on every other Thursday.
Slow down.
In English
slow
at half
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, you can find me on Twitter at thirsty_BTP.
Oh no, you're still going too fast.
No, it's going to be
Oh,
quiet
fuck
now.
yourself. You can find me on bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk. You can find me every other Thursday on Baylor's Blades. You can find me in other places if you look really hard.
Really hard. As for my part, actually, you didn't say if you liked it today. Fuck it. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed my wandering accent. I enjoyed
Yep.
forgetting it on one occasion.
Yep.
And just disregarding it on another. I'm still trying to work out what the hell to do with this character. Being that I've made a non-combative, almost zero charisma character whose main skill focus is looking after birds.
Looking after, you ate one.
Yeah, well, he looks after big ones. He eats small ones.
Okay.
Who only halfway through the session armed himself with a copper pipe he stole from a broken boiler. So
Oh my god.
yeah. On the other hand, he is a part of the glorious Mewtwo Master Race. So
Everything's
Maybe.
bountiful in space.
yeah, maybe the world would be kinder to him than it is to these lesser beings.
We do actually only have one character who's even vaguely combat oriented.
I
Yeah.
specifically made my character to not be combat
Well,
oriented.
I think
Which is
the point is
interesting.
when you guys first talked about this, you wanted to do a thing where there was a lot less death in it and a lot less killing.
We killed 3 people.
You killed.
To be fair, I didn't mean to
Two.
kill him. I was hoping to like knock him out, and I was going to be like, I'm going to try like not to. But then, just as I was thinking that you like,
Bless you.
he dies in a spray of blood, I was like, ooh.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah, I was trying to just kind of like knock him out or something. But no, you murdered him.
If that's what you think, you need to shut up beforehand.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you
lethal.
have big freaking claws.
yeah.
He doesn't have heavy-handed.
Yeah,
True.
but he does have big freaking
I
claws.
mean,
So you
in-
need to say beforehand.
Yeah, sorry, but going forward from now on, I'm assumed that every attack I make is intended to be non-lethal
Okay.
unless I specifically say I'm trying to kill them.
Okay.
Because-
Do we want to make that a rule for this campaign? Unless you guys specifically say
Makes
you
sense.
are
I
trying
mean,
to
we're-
kill them.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
assassins or murderers here. I mean, I was basically just trying to knock people out.
I
so-
will
yeah.
draw the line depending on how you describe it. If you describe that you're going for the jugular when you have a knife, or
Yeah.
if you're shooting them,
Yeah.
because there will sometimes be side effects from having to shot them.
Yeah.
I assume we were trying to kill these people because everyone else seemed like they were trying
Warrior
to kill
would
them.
have destroyed us if we didn't. So
Well,
Yeah.
that guy, yeah, because he was.
Yeah, the warrior
Yeah.
was an exception to the
But
rule.
the guards at the gate, I was trying to knock
Yeah.
out rather than.
Then generally a
or
lot of
scare
people,
off.
yes, are trying to kill you, but
Yeah.
if we're going for that kind of like tongue-in-cheek hilarity, then yeah, probably not so much like wanton killing. So yeah,
But
unless you
yeah.
guys specifically say, I'm gonna say from now on, we'll say that you are intending to knock out unless you're shooting them with a gun or hitting them at the rough jugular area with a knife.
We can just
So,
say
yeah.
this was a heist gone wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is your first heist.
Yeah.
It didn't go exactly according to plan, and it's fallen into mine. That's been so good. Alright, as for my part, you can find me on Twitter at bud_BTP, or you can find me on our website, bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk. Yes, that was right. Thank you for that.
Sure, you can say it faster than that.
I can do, but I'm not like you, and I like people to understand what the fuck I'm saying.
It'll help them, continue to come back and
Yeah,
find
come-
you.
Yeah,
they
they'll be able
found
to
us
find
this
us if they can hear us. If we speak with diction, which I never do, so fuck
I
that.
mean, let's
I
face
mean,
it, we got
elocution.
raided. We must be awesome.
Elocution addiction.
Elocution addiction? That
Yeah.
sounds like a terrible
We have-
thing to have.
Or that could be possibly the best
Addiction
band
to
name.
elocution. Elocution addiction.
No, leaking piglets.
Leaking piglets.
Elocution and
Let's leave the
diction.
leaking piglets, elocution, addiction, and diction off to one side.
Cheesy nibbles. It's always the best band name.
Oh my gosh, okay, that's quite enough of that. You can find us, next thing we're doing on Bloodthirsty Puppets is going to be tomorrow night when we go to Wreck-and-Rion with Casey running the D&D game at 2:30 Sunday morning. Next time you can find me online is probably going to be Skag's channel for Wintercrest. I don't know what version of Wintercrest we're playing yet, but we're playing some version of Wintercrest. Other than that, check out our podcast which comes out Monday, which is Podgate PG1, and we have honestly probably the best episode. Not necessarily our best episode, but the best episode. And I see so many fire extinguishers, it's definitely worth tuning in. Other than that, check out our website, check out my Twitter. It's probably an easy way to find out what I'm doing next, what the Bloodthirsty Puppets are doing next, and I think that's probably it. All that's left to do is thank Kevin MacLeod for the music, thank Carone for doing all of our intros and outros,
Which you're going to see in a minute.
for me, which we'll be able to see in a minute, and thank you very much because there was so much less that I had to do. Thank you everyone for tuning in and listening in. Is there anything anybody would like to shout into the void before we go into our outro?
Be cool!
Oh,
Don't
Be
eat
fucking cool.
snoots.
Okay,
Bananas.
let's fucking leave this shit.